Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super motivational 3-hour long cleaning marathon. I compiled 5 of some of my best videos all in one place. That way you guys can get 3 full hours of cleaning motivation, so you don't have to stop and find another video. You can just keep cleaning along with me. In these videos, I am doing some major deep cleaning, decluttering, organizing, some of my best transformations that I have done in the previous 6 months. So if you have been following me for a while, these videos are going to be familiar, but they are some of the most motivating ones, and I hope you decide to stick around and clean along with me. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, I would love for you to subscribe, join my YouTube family. I am a busy mama to 4 kids, so on my channel, you're gonna get that real life messy house cleaning. I like to keep it raw and real and share the true life moments with you guys. So if you enjoy real cleaning motivation with someone you can relate to, then you're definitely in the right place. This is not your Pinterest worthy mom. This is a real life mom just trying to maintain the chaos. So I would love for you to subscribe, stick around. I do upload new videos every single Sunday. And this week we're going on vacation, so I decided to put together a cleaning marathon just to make it a little bit easier for me. But I have some awesome spring cleaning videos filmed and currently being worked on, and they will be coming up very soon. They are super motivational, so I can't wait for you guys to see that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this 3-hour speed cleaning marathon. Like I mentioned to you guys, I am on a journey of becoming more minimalistic, and I knew that I really wanted to start in my bathroom for the decluttering and also deep cleaning, because I had put off my husband's shower for quite some time. So it was time for me to give both the bathtub and the shower a good deep cleaning and just an all-around declutter in here. I have way too many products underneath my sink, so I want to go through them and just make sure there's nothing in there that I absolutely don't use. So I will be pulling everything out of all of the lower cabinets and going through that. This is going to be a super satisfying before and after. I love decluttering. It honestly is the best feeling ever when you get done. Even though it is a process and it's a lot of work, you guys, I promise you it is so worth the effort. You feel so much better when you get done. So if you guys have been thinking about decluttering, here is the little nudge to help push you in the right direction. Do it. I promise you will not regret it. But I think I am going to be making a series out of this decluttering. I have done a few decluttering series since I've started YouTube, if you've been around for a while. So I think this is going to be my 2023 decluttering series. And I am going to be going so hard. If you guys missed my video where I decluttered the kids' toys before Christmas, I will link it up in the cards, because that was a super successful declutter. I got rid of so many things and made room for all of the new toys, and I really did try to be more minimalistic with Christmas this year and not go super crazy buying toys that they didn't even want or ask for. So trying to get better and just be more mindful of the things that I bring into our home. So if you enjoy decluttering videos, make sure you are subscribed, because I plan on posting a whole lot more in the near future. And like I said, I also have numerous playlists for you guys. If you are ready to get started on your decluttering now, I definitely have tons of motivation to get you going. But as you can see, I'm decluttering this little basket I keep on the countertop. These are my most frequently used products, the things that I'm currently using, so I narrowed it down. And in this first square, I have my toothbrush, toothpaste, face moisturizer. Then in the second one, I have my hair cream and leave-in conditioners. And then the third is my lotions, spray, and deodorant. So nice and organized. I know where everything is. And I got my toothbrush off of the counter and into the basket just to make the countertop look a little bit more free of clutter. I need to get something for my husband because he has a little collection going on. But for right now, that works for me. So we're going to go through my side of the cabinets first. I have definitely decluttered this so much, you guys. If you've been here for a while, you have seen me do it, but I have this really nice organizer in here. It has been really beneficial on just helping me keep everything organized. So it wasn't terrible in here, but I could still get rid of more stuff. So I pulled everything out. I'm going to vacuum wipe down the cabinet. That way it's nice and clean for me to put everything back in. And of course I had to pull out my brand new Dyson to help get these cabinets clean. You guys, I have been loving my cordless vacuum. I don't know where I've been with that one. I love this thing so much. It's so convenient. I have been vacuuming like 3 times a day. I'm obsessed. But once I get the cabinet nice and wiped out, we're going to start going through everything and just really trying to think, have I used this recently? Am I going to use it? If I'm not, I'm just going to part with it. I'm really bad about thinking like, how much did I spend on this? Could I use it again? So I'm really now trying to forget about how much I paid and just think, do I use it? Does it bring me happiness? And if I haven't used it in the last 6 months, get rid of it. I don't need it. And plus, a lot of products like face creams and lotions, they go bad after a while, and I'm so awful about using it until it has like a fourth of the container left or less, and then I buy a new product and then I never use the tiny bit left. So anything that had less than a fourth, I just threw it away because I already know I'm not going to use it. It's been sitting in there. Let me know if you guys are bad and do the same thing, but as soon as I get a new product, I'm just so excited to start using it. But I did have a little makeup basket that had a bunch of random makeup that I don't really wear. So I did go through it. I got rid of a lot. I held on to some lipsticks. I'm not a lipstick wearer, but every once in a blue moon, I want to wear some. So I wanted to hold on to a few of those, but a lot of the stuff I did get rid of. And here is the basket of my sprays, lotions, anything extra that I'm currently using. So I wanted to make sure everything that I had fit into this bin. If it didn't, then I need to go through it more. So I did get rid of a lot of things and organized it so everything fit into this basket nice and neat. I really love this storage container right here. I picked this up from Walmart. I want to say it was like 20 bucks, somewhere around there, but it really helps out with all the small things like my feminine products. I also put my Scentsy wax melts in here, and then the top is for like my ponytails, teeth whitening, just all the little things that you can't really find a spot for. I love having this organizer, especially because we don't have any small pull-out drawers in this bathroom. There's only one small pull-out drawer and that's it. So I knew I needed something to help organize. So I definitely recommend something like this if you guys have a lot of little things and you don't know what to do with them. Definitely suggest investing in one of these little organizers. looks so much better in here. I was able to fit everything, and the biggest thing for me is being able to see the things that you have whenever you open up your cabinet, because if I can't see it, then I will forget about it. So I wanted to make sure everything was clearly visible so I could use it. And if I don't, then the next time I declutter, I will make sure to get rid of the items. But now we're moving over to the next cabinet, which is where I keep all of our cleaning products. These are the items that I use mainly just in this bathroom. I have a stash of cleaning products in this bathroom, the kids' bathroom upstairs, and then I also keep some in the kitchen. That way I'm not running all over the house trying to find cleaning products. So I typically have 3 of each product that I use most often. If not, then I'll try to get like a little caddy and carry it around the house. That way I'm not making a million trips up and down the stairs. But a lot of the products I had in here either were broken or like tops were messed up. Like this one I just poured into the other bottle. The entire top broke. I dropped it when I first bought it, and the whole plastic sprayer tip just broke off. So I was finally able to pour the remaining spray into a new bottle, and then I had some other things that I honestly just never used, so I just got rid of them. And then I'm going to be using the little bit of kaboom that I had left in the bottle in the shower to get it nice and clean. That way I could dispose of that bottle as well. Like I said, I get new products and then I just leave my old ones with the tiniest bit of stuff in them. So I'm going to be using up some of those today when I clean the bathtub and the shower.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my
The final cabinet that needed to be gone through was my husband's. I have gone through this, like I said, numerous times, so this cabinet really didn't have too much that I wanted to get rid of, but I did want to pull everything out, wipe it down, and then just make sure there was nothing that needed to go into a different spot, which there were a few items that I could move into the kitchen. They were just in the wrong place. So I'm going to go through it and then put everything back in nice and neat. I had so many plugins that I had forgotten about, so I went ahead, plugged some in to the house to make it smell good because I forgot that I even had some that weren't used.
You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors.
If you guys are wanting to get started with decluttering an area and you're just kind of struggling where to start or what to do, I recommend starting small. So start in one area. Say if you're in a bathroom or a bedroom, pick a closet or a drawer and pull everything out. When you take the time to fully pull everything out and really see how much you have and how much was stored in one area, you are just more mindful of all the clutter and you're more likely to get rid of more things versus if you just kind of move things around and pull out like a few things here and there, you don't do a very thorough declutter. So if you get overwhelmed by pulling everything out, then start small. And then once you build that confidence and that momentum, it gets easier and easier because I know when I first started decluttering, you guys, I had so many things. It was so overwhelming. And I found that if I started small and I accomplished that, I was just so much more motivated to keep going and to do more areas. So that's my little tip for you guys. If you're struggling to get started, start small, and I promise you will build the confidence to tackle all of those big spaces. My bathroom really needed a deep clean, so I wanted to take the time and wipe down our cabinets. I actually just ran out of my Method wood cleaner downstairs. I used that up on the inside of the cabinets, so I switched over to the Pledge. I only have a little bit of Pledge left, so I wanted to go through that as well. I'm really trying to downsize my cleaning products. I have way too many. Like I said, I have a problem. So I'm really trying to use up the ones that don't have that much in them, and then make sure I don't buy anything until I fully go through all of my cleaning products, because it's just getting out of hand. My cleaning cabinets are exploding, especially my kitchen cabinet, you guys. It's so bad, which don't worry, we are going to be getting to all of the spaces in my house. I plan on doing a huge declutter of my house in the next few months, which I am just so ready and excited about. The last thing I needed to do over here in the sink area was wipe down the mirrors. I have been using the Sprayway, which I love. It smells so good and it does a great job. So that's what I'm using on my mirrors, in case you guys were wondering. I also went and brewed me my afternoon cup of coffee to keep me going. I was stopped so many times while cleaning, you guys. I know you can't tell because, you know, the way I edit, but believe me, my kids came in and needed me so many times. So I really needed my coffee to keep me going, because I wanted to finish this in one day, which I am so proud. I did the entire bathroom in one day, and it just felt so good. But now we're heading over to my husband's shower. I say my husband's shower because I am not a showerer. I'm a bath person, so it's mainly my husband and sometimes my daughter. She likes to use this shower too, just because she says it's nicer. So they're the ones that mainly use this shower, but I needed to get in here, give it a deep cleaning. As you saw, there was so much dust and just grime. Hard water stains were starting to build up on the glass. There were so many empty bottles in the shower, you guys, so I got rid of like probably over half of the bottles that were in there because they were just empty. And like I said, I'm going to be using up my Kaboom, which I was seriously trying to get every last little bit in here. I kept having to shake it up. I do love the way this stuff sprays on just because it's purple, but I must admit I am not a fan of the smell. It is so overpowering and just like really, really strong. I felt like I needed a mask to get the cleaning done. So I don't think I'll be buying Kaboom again, even though I am a sucker for a foaming spray. I just think there's something satisfying about spraying on some foam and wiping a shower down, but not Kaboom. I'm just not a Kaboom girl. What I like to do whenever I clean the shower is just grab a big bowl and fill it up with some hot water and get my scrub brush and scrub the entire shower down. And then I'll use a cup or a bowl to clean the shower out at the end and just, you know, just wipe out all that residue. But I find cleaning the shower is the easiest by just having this bowl or bucket on hand, so I can keep dipping my brush in there and, you know, making sure I get the tile as clean as I possibly can.
You have something on your mind, but I will make you forget all your sorrows. Let go like there's no tomorrow. Let's have a drink, just relax, all your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes. Do you know how much?
So I'd love to hear about what you guys have planned for the new year. Are you going to go out and see fireworks? Or are you going to pop some fireworks at home? I'd love to hear about it. We typically pick up a few and do them at our house, so I think that's what we're going to do this year. We haven't went out and bought any quite yet, but we love doing just a little bit at home. back when we lived in Lubbock, we had much more space outside, but we're in a tight neighborhood now, so doing big fireworks just make me nervous because obviously we do not want to catch anyone's house on fire, but doing a few is always fun, so that's what we're going to be doing. And I also have tons of fun games planned for the kids. Last year we found the funniest New Year's games and we had a blast. Like, they were just hilarious. So I plan on doing the same thing this year and doing just a fun, family-friendly New Year's Eve party. And I am going to be vlogging it, so if you guys want to see all that fun, make sure you check out my vlogging channel. It's just called Ashley's Busy Life. And yeah, I'm super excited. Last year was so much fun, so I can't wait for this year.
All your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes. Let's have a drink, just relax. All your problems will fade. If you're ready for a good time, count on me. There's a party in the backyard, dance your problems away. I'm all about the good vibes. I know you're all about the good vibes. We are all about the good vibes. We are all about the good.
So my little trick for hard water stains is this black Lysol toilet bowl cleaner. I find this one works so good at getting off stuck on grime and hard water stains, not only in your toilet, but on your shower. So what I like to do is just squirt some onto a towel and rub it directly on there. If it's like really stuck on, I'll leave it and let it set for a little bit, do like a thicker coating. That way it can, you know, do its magic, get the grime off. And I always make sure to wear a glove because, you guys, this stuff will burn your skin. So if you're gonna do this trick, I definitely recommend get a glove. You don't want to burn your skin while you're trying to do this, but it works great and it leaves the glass super clean and shiny when you're done. The shower is definitely one of the least cleaned areas in our bathroom just because I don't like cleaning it. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like such a daunting task every time I have to clean the shower, but it really does feel so good when I get done. So I'm really happy that I got it nice and clean, so I won't have to tackle it at least for another month or so. But now we're gonna head over to my bathtub and wipe it down. I cleaned my bathtub out not too long ago because, you guys, I have mentioned this in our previous video, but we have been sick with not only regular sickness, but with a stomach bug. And I don't want to go into all the nasty details, but let me tell you, this bathtub had to clean some nastiness. So I cleaned it recently, so it wasn't too bad. The only area that needed to like have a really good wipe down was in the back wherever I keep all my cleaning products. It was just dusty over there, so I wanted to move everything off of the bathtub, give it a good cleaning, get the dust off of here, and just go through my products once again, make sure, you know, nothing was empty or, you know, stuff that I don't use, just get rid of it. I'm just so tired of the clutter. I really am trying to get rid of the clutter all around the house. I think I'm going to have just a more minimalistic, like, decorating as well, like not only for items on the countertops, but just decorations in general. I just want to have less. I feel like less is more, especially the older that I get. I just love more simplistic everything. So that's kind of the goal for 2023, is just make everything more minimalistic.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
Whenever I'm cleaning my bathtub, I love filling the bottom up with just a little bit of super hot water and using a rag and my brush and wiping it down. That way, you know, I'm just using the same water and I don't have the water running the whole time. I find this is the best and easiest way for me, and then I'll let all that dirty water run out, and then I'll just use a cup and dump some water around the edges just to make sure I get all of the cleaning products off, because I obviously don't want to bathe with my cleaning products.
Still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends. It's being more than friends. Yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So home.
Now it's time to tackle the toilet area. And when I went to take the trash out, oh my goodness, you guys, a bunch of it fell into the toilet, and I was like, seriously? So I went and put my glove on so I could get the stuff out of the toilet. It was so gross. But once we got the trash out of there, I wanted to do a nice deep clean in here, wipe every part of the toilet down, and also do the ring in the toilet. We do have hard water, but we have a water softener, so we don't get too bad water stains in the toilet, but every once in a while I need to go in with my pumice stone. So I wanted to do that today because I was noticing a ring starting to build up. So first I'm going to do a thorough clean on the toilet, and then I'm going to clean the ring on the inside to get it out. I like to order my pumice stone off of Amazon. It comes with a handle, so I just think it's convenient having a nice little handle and a case. I'm not sure if you can find this anywhere else. I haven't really looked, but I'll link the one that I use down in my description for you guys. I want to say it was like $7 or $8, and I've had the same one for like well over a year, so it lasts a really long time.
Still can't believe you love me.
I cannot recommend that pumice stone anymore. Y'all, if you have bad stains in your toilet, you gotta get one of those. They work so good. But now the last thing I need to do is vacuum the floors and mop in the bathroom. I don't know if you guys saw, but that huge trash bag was full of trash. I am so proud of myself. I got rid of so much junk in the bathroom. It felt so good. So now we're gonna use my Dyson, vacuum the floors, and then I'm gonna pull out my O-Cedar mop, and we're gonna be mopping in here so we can leave this bathroom smelling so good.
Not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me.
I made sure to get super hot water out of the bathtub. And then of course, y'all know I'm using my original pine saw, which I wanted to say thank you guys for letting me know there was a recall on the pine saw, but thankfully I actually order my pine saw in bulk, and it's the original pine saw that has the real pine oil in it. So my pine saw is good, and I've actually had this batch of pine saw for almost a year. I need to put in an order soon. I have about 2 jugs of pine saw left until I run out. I order a pack of, I think it comes in 6 or 8, but it seriously lasts me so long because I mainly only use it on the floors. Definitely recommend, if you love that original scent, you gotta order in bulk. But that's gonna do it for today's cleaning motivation. I hope you guys enjoyed this super deep clean, declutter of my bathroom. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps out my channel. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe. I have tons of decluttering and cleaning motivation coming your way, and I would love to have you here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye. So this is what we are working with. All those stuffed animals. She did clean the other day, which is why her floor isn't a complete disaster, but y'all know how 10-year-olds clean. They just shove stuff everywhere. So she has tons of clutter on top of the dressers. And then we also need to tackle this closet. Yeah, it's a mess. So let's go ahead and get it done. Also, I pulled out her sheets and stuff the other day when I was going through all of our bedding and towels and stuff. So I am going to be putting these on her bed and washing her current sheets because, yeah, those need to be washed. I am not going to lie. I slack on washing her bedding because look at all the stuff I have to take off of her bed in order to get to her sheets. So that's why I told her we've got to get this organized. We have a ginormous sloth. I mean, look at this thing, you guys. I told her we might have to get rid of him. If I can't get all of those off of her bed, this might just have to be the one that we let go because it's so big. It literally takes up the space of more than a full-size adult. So there's just no place to put it. And I told her, like, she has a million other stuffed animals. So, you know, we might have to part away with one, but we'll see. We'll see what we can figure out in here and see if we can make it fit. All right, you guys, who is ready to start working that decluttering muscle? If you know, then you know. I have mentioned before that decluttering is definitely difficult, but the more you do it, the easier it does get. I promise you. So today we are once again practicing using our decluttering muscle and working on my daughter's room, which, you guys, I definitely saved this for later in my decluttering process because I knew it was going to be such a big job. So today I'm going to be sharing some decluttering tips and tricks that might help you guys out while you're getting started on your journey, just in case you are just starting off and feeling a bit overwhelmed, because I know it can feel super overwhelming. So tip number 1 is going to be starting small. I have mentioned this before and I'll say it again. Just start in one little area. If it's a closet, a drawer, just focus on doing one little thing and just work out that decluttering muscle. And it really does build your confidence to tackle bigger and bigger messes around your house. And it doesn't matter how long it takes you to declutter. You guys, we have forever to get it done. So don't get yourself all worked up and overwhelmed trying to tackle too much at one time. So give yourself some grace, work on smaller areas, and I would definitely recommend starting in an area where you don't feel super attached. So, you know, like in here, this is my daughter's room. I'm not really attached to her things, obviously, but I know that my daughter is. So I'm a little bit better at decluttering her space because I'm more level-headed and I'm not attached to things. But when you're doing a space that you're really attached to, it is a little bit more overwhelming, and it's hard because we do grow attachments to our things. But I want you guys to kind of keep in the back of your mind that, you know, yes, you have these memories, but you also don't want these memories and the past to bring you down. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed and like you have too much in your house, then it's probably a sign that it's time to let some things go. And it's okay to hold those memories in your heart instead of tangibly. So I just want to encourage you to try to let go of some things, even if you do have those attachments. And it's okay to cry and feel overwhelmed during this process because it can be overwhelming, but it is all normal. You will work through it. You guys, when I was decluttering the file box, I am not gonna lie, this was my last video, I started crying. Like, it was really emotional for me because not that I was attached to our bills, but whenever I saw that, you know, these paperworks were from 2008, 2009, it's just kind of like a flood of emotions over you. Like, you just remember everything you were doing that year or why you had that bill, like, especially because it was so long ago, and you just kind of forget about some of the smaller things. So believe me, I know the struggle, like going through things, especially when they hold attachments and feelings towards them. It is hard, but we are in this together. We can do it. I hope to encourage you to tackle some areas in your house. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. I am so happy that you're here. I have been really excited to get started on this decluttering process for 2023. I have been decluttering for quite some time, and I want to be minimal, not a minimalistic, but just more minimal. And I feel like when you're decluttering, that's kind of like something you need to figure out for you. There are some people that love to live in a space that's super minimal, and that's great for them, but for others, they don't want to be that minimal, and that's okay. You have to find that happy medium where you feel your best. And that's kind of what I'm doing. I don't want to be super minimal, but I just want to be a more minimalist than I am. I want everything to have a home and a place and not feel like I have clutter on every surface of my home. So as you guys can see, I have already pulled out everything from underneath my daughter's bed, and now I'm pulling out all of the junk that was underneath her dresser. You guys, she is a paper hoarder. So every time I check the mail, if there's a magazine in there, she wants to keep it because she loves looking at the pictures. And, you know, I'm not following behind her to see like what she's doing with the magazines or if she even like disposes of them. Well, needless to say, she is not disposing of them. She is like cutting them up, tearing them apart, piling them in her dresser, under her bed. Like, they're just everywhere. So it was really good to get in here and get the trash out. I have to admit, this was so satisfying because there was just so much junk in here. And I know I'm going to get those negative Nancys that are like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you let your daughter let her room get this messy. But you know what? To each their own. Like I said, we all have to do what's best for us. And I am not going to hover over my children every day and make sure their room is spotless, but I do make them clean their room weekly. I'm just not super particular on how extremely deep they clean their room, but they do have to clean it so I can at least vacuum. Oh my goodness, you guys. I don't know if this is like hardened slime or what, but it is not coming off of the dresser. But like I was saying, I am not really like super tough on them with cleaning their rooms. I just want them to tidy it up a bit. I do make them do a deeper clean probably once every month or so. And then other times I let the mess pile up, especially in my daughter's room right here, Adrian. She is my messy child, and you know, YouTube is a business, you guys. So I will let her room get a little bit messier than usual so I can film a really good cleaning video for you guys. So don't come at me about the mess. I already know it's crazy.
Let's be in love, and so do you. You go round and around.
So the goal of today was, of course, to get all of the stuffed animals off of her bed and organize that, get that decluttered. But I really wanted to go through all of her drawers because, like I said, I love to give my kids' rooms a mother's touch and do a much deeper cleaning than obviously the kids do. So I wanted to go through all of her drawers, of course, and get the junk out, the clutter. But I also wanted to reorganize her clothes because I do try to do the KonMari method. I have taught the kids how to do it, and for the most part, they try to keep up with it, but you know, they're not the greatest at it. So about I'd say every 6 months or so, I'll come in and redo their clothes and like make it better. So that's what I'm going to do as well after I get done getting all the trash out of her room. I'm also going to reorganize her clothes, go through them, make sure there's no clothes that don't fit her anymore or that have holes in them. Just try to do an overall declutter. So I'm really glad that I did this because she had a lot of stuff that just didn't fit her anymore. And then I actually ended up coming in about a week later on my vlogging channel. I did vlog it, but I went ahead and swapped out all of her hangers because she is now 10 years old and a lot of her clothes no longer fit on the little kid hangers. They're often like falling off. And I know that's a lot of the reason why her closet gets so unorganized, because it's really hard for her to hang her clothes up because they're always falling off of the hanger. So I finally got her the adult size hangers and I swapped out all the hangers for her, and she has been doing so good at keeping her room clean. I have did this about a week ago and her room is still spotless. She was so thankful. Like, that is one thing that I really love. Like, whenever I do get into the kids' rooms and do a deep clean, they are so appreciative. They're always thanking me and they're like, I promise, Mom, I'm gonna try to keep it this clean forever. Like, it's just really sweet and it makes all of the hard work pay off. So it was just really nice because she was so excited when she came home and saw how clean her room was. And now she's been making her bed and folding her blankets and just keeping everything super nice and tidy. So I am really proud of her.
The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. When I'm with you, I am not myself. You bring out the best in me, the side of you can't see. And I don't need any other help than you standing by my side. If only for
Thankfully, I had a bunch of little bins lying around the house because I've been doing so much decluttering and I really gotten rid of a lot of stuff where I had a bunch of like little bins left over. So it worked out perfectly. I was able to repurpose some of the bins that I had in other areas and put them in her drawer. That way she could organize her fidgets. She's not much for like bigger toys. Like, she doesn't really play with too many toys, but she loves her fidgets and mochis. And they're all really tiny, so it's easy to, have them all over the place. So these little bins really helped organize everything for her, and I feel like it makes it better because she can see everything. She knows exactly where it's at. Everything has a home. So she's been doing great at just keeping everything in its new spot, its new home. So it's been working out great. If you guys also have kids that love fidgets, highly recommend getting some of these little bins. Most of these I picked up from either Walmart or the Dollar Tree. They're super affordable and they really help organize all of those smaller pieces.
I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight.
Now that I went through her drawers and her dresser, I wanted to go through all of the books that she had. Most of the books are in my boys' shared bedroom, which I need to tackle their room soon. That's coming in a future video. And one of the main things in their bedroom that I want to go through are their book collection. We have so many books, you guys, like tons and tons of books. I've went through them before and donated a bit, but I really need to go through it again and donate a lot more because we just have way too many. And I feel like when you have too much of anything, it makes it harder to, for one, keep track of what you have, and for two, like want to actually go over there and use them because it's overwhelming. So I feel like my kids have way too many books. They don't know what we have, and they're just kind of cluttered inside of bins. So that's my next big job I want to do, is go through our books and maybe get something that organizes them in a fashion where we can like see them. Maybe a book display, or I'm not sure yet. I'm still kind of trying to get some ideas on what I want to do for the books, but I'm thinking some sort of organizer in the boys' bedroom to help display the books and just get rid of a bunch of them that we no longer really need or use. So that is on the agenda, but Adrienne did have a lot of books in her bedroom, so the ones that she had, I went ahead and went through and I donated a bunch out of her bedroom, which was really nice.
Come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh,
So we have these nice and organized. We have her fidgets together, all of her mochis in a bag, her jewelry in the back one. And then in here I put all of her like notebooks and other books that aren't like reading books, more important like school books, binders, and then I have a little container for her pencils. She did have scissors up here. We are taking those back downstairs because Ethan has been getting a hold of those, so we want to make sure those are picked up. That is so much better. I wiped down the top. It's dust free. So now we're gonna go ahead and go through her clothes and reorganize it. Oh, we have another drawer of junk. Let's go through this first. A tip that I heard about decluttering that really stuck with me and resonated was focus on what you're gaining rather than what you're losing. So whenever you're getting rid of things, instead of thinking like, oh my goodness, like this is how much money I spent on this is how much stuff I'm like wasting, whatever you might be thinking, just remember what you're gaining. You're gaining freedom, peace, space. You're getting your energy back. Everything that you own, it robs you of your energy and space because it takes time for you to organize it, to put it back into place, to clean it, dust it. Like, it is a trade-off. Just think you are gaining so much more than what you're losing. And another thing I like to tell myself is I got my money's worth out of it. So, you know, I especially struggled with the money aspect of it because back quite a few years ago, me and my husband did not have very much money. We were very much on a very strict budget, and everything that we bought, it was strategic. Like, we had to think long and hard before we brought anything into our home. And I feel like because we had times where we really struggled, it really makes me think twice before I get rid of things, because I'm like, oh my goodness, will I use it again? Like, I spent this much money on it. I don't want to throw it away. But now that, you know, time has really taught me that, for one, I need to be more mindful of the things I bring into my home. But for two, that, you know, I got my money's worth. I used it up to its full potential. If it's a clothing item or, you know, whatever it might be. If I used it and I enjoyed it and I just don't use it anymore, then I got my money's worth. And it just kind of makes me feel a bit better knowing, like, okay, I used it, I loved it, but I don't need it anymore. So I'm either going to donate it to someone who can use it, or if it's, you know, broken and nasty, then it's just time to let it go and I got my money's worth. So I hope that resonates with some of you guys on just making you feel a bit better when you let things go, because I know that can really be a huge struggle.
Waking up in my cold sweat, feel like I'm deep in debt without you. I'm sitting up in my lonely bed,
I have now went through her leggings and shorts, got rid of the ones that no longer fit her or might have had holes in them. I folded them nice and neat. I have to admit my KonMari folding method is still being critiqued. I'm not the greatest at it, but I'm definitely trying and getting better and better the more I do it. And you guys, it is an amazing folding method to save you space. Like, it really does help the drawers look so much more nice and neat. The kids can get to their things, they can see what they have, and it saves so much space in the drawer, and you're not like digging through and trying to find what you're looking for. So I definitely recommend taking the extra time and folding it in the KonMari method. You can actually YouTube videos, it'll show you how to fold different items. So definitely recommend, because if you're like me, you really struggle with trying to get the folding right, but it doesn't have to be perfect as long as, you know, you're folding it up nice and small and compact. This nightstand was so disgusting. Not only covered in trash, but you guys, she made a mess with her wax melt. We do have like a Scentsy wax melt right here. She was so excited to get it. So my sister sells Scentsy, and while we were visiting them in Virginia, she gave her her very own wax melt, and so she was so excited to put it in her room. But y'all, she must have like knocked it or something, because the wax is all over the nightstand. I mean, it's not a big deal. These nightstands are super old. This is actually the furniture that we had when me and my husband first got together. It was our very first bedroom set that we ever bought, so it's pretty old. It's held in there for a long time, but yeah, she had quite the mess on here, but I just wiped it down as best as I could. And then we're also going to be cleaning out the drawers because, yeah, you guessed it, they're full of trash too.
Did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Nice.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Every single drawer I pull open, I'm just like, more trash. She is the trash collector. So let's go through this.
'Cause it ain't enough for two, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you.
So for those of you that have been here for a while, you know that not only my husband, but also my son and my daughter Adrian all love Pokemon. My husband is a huge collector, and he has gotten Austin and Adrian into collecting as well. So this nightstand has tons of Pokemon in there, which thankfully the last time I decluttered Adrian's room, I organized them into the little tin containers, and she has kept them pretty tidy since then. So she's doing a good job keeping her Pokemon all together. So I didn't have to reorganize that, but this nightstand, like the two bottom drawers are basically nothing but Pokemon. So I am happy that I didn't have to reorganize all of that once again.
So you don't feel the cold, and it's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you.
So in here, any Scentsy's that I find, I'm going to put in here because I know she has a couple. All of her little Shopkins, and this is like bracelets and hair clips, stuff like that. These should be Pokemon. Let's see. Okay, we have Pokemon, plus she crammed some other stuff in here. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, let's go through this.
Say something I don't know. wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night, put you in that spotlight. Oh, you make me feel right, wanna look at you all night, put you in that spotlight. Oh, you know you're beautiful, you know you're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know, you know you're
Now that the nightstand is nice and organized, it was time to clean underneath here, and I started pulling some stuff out, and then I realized, oh my goodness, there's way too much under here. So I went ahead and just moved the nightstand out of the way. That way I could do a full-on deep clean and vacuum underneath of here, because yeah, it definitely needed it.
What are you doing to me? I think I'm going crazy. Oh, I just want you now. I wanna hold you close, don't wanna take it slow. Oh, I just want you now.
It's so funny, Adrienne has been asking for me to buy her some more pencils for school, because she's like, I don't have any pencils. And you guys, by the time I got done organizing her room, she has a full little bin of pencils, tons of pencils. So I no longer need to buy her pencils. They were just hidden in all the crevices of her room.
You're beautiful, and it's like you're untouchable, like you're untouchable. Don't you know?
Y'all know that I recently got this Dyson for Christmas. My husband bought it for me, and I just want to update y'all that I am loving it. Like, absolutely love it. I just figured out that the attachment for the floor, like, it has a special attachment for hard floors. It has this green light on it, and it is mind-blowing. Y'all, I could not believe I switched on the green light and started vacuuming with it. It shows literally all the hidden crumbs that your eyes do not see. Like, it is so shocking. It's probably my favorite feature about the Dyson vacuum, because I feel like I'm getting such a deeper clean, because now I can see everything that's on the floor, when other times, like, I would just skip over. Like, I would look at the floor and be like, oh, it's not dirty over there, and just, you know, go to a different area. You would not believe how much dust and crumbs are on the floor, like, and that green light just highlights it all. It's a really cool feature. The next time I use it, I'll have to like get a close-up so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because yeah, I was mind blown. And my pug Yoda loves that feature too, because y'all know he loves chasing the light on the vacuum. And the regular setting on the Dyson, like, there's no light on it, but the hardwood floor one does have a light, and he chases the vacuum the entire time. It's hilarious.
Didn't know I missed this passion in life. Now I'm addicted somehow. Let me tell you
It is now time to move on to the closet, which was a hot mess. There was things hidden in all the corners, like little surprises. So I'm just going through, hanging up any clean clothes that were on the floor. And then, like I said, I am going to go through it a little bit, pull out anything that doesn't fit her anymore. I have her go through her t-shirts later, like whenever she comes home. But there was just some that I was like, okay, I know she doesn't wear these. So I did get rid of a few. And then I am going to be finally going through her stuffed animals and showing you guys the new organizer that I bought for them. I really struggled with what I wanted to do. Like, a ton of y'all were mentioning the animal zoo. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a big stand, and it has like these elastic bands on it, and you can stuff it full of stuffed animals. The only problem with that is that her bedroom is already pretty full. We have a lot of furniture in here and not a lot of extra space. So I was like, no, I don't want to go with that. I was also thinking the beanbag chair cover, but once again, we really don't have any space for it. I would have had to have gotten rid of her little furry chair, and that's kind of a recent purchase, and she really loves the chair. So I was like, okay, well, I really don't want to swap out her nice chair for a beanbag chair to fill it with stuffed animals. So So it took me a really long time to figure out what to do, but I'm happy that I stumbled across a back of the door organizer because it ended up working out really well. I definitely would recommend it for small stuffed animals. She does have a lot of bigger ones, which was a struggle, but you guys will see what I end up doing. But if you guys have a child that loves little small stuffed animals and you're looking for a way to organize them, definitely recommend a back of the door organizer because it really was like a huge improvement. Like I was able to shove so many into there, so it worked out great. But if you guys saw, that organizer that we have in the closet right now is also full of stuffed animals. So we have lots of storage for stuffed animals. I was, really trying to help her hold on to majority of them. As I mentioned, I do end up getting rid of a few. I was hoping she wouldn't notice. She did notice one for sure. She was asking about it and I was like, look, because it was a teddy bear and she had the exact same one. One was in a cream color, one was in a gray color. I got rid of the cream one and she kept the gray, and she was asking about it and I was like, look, it was really dirty and dingy looking, so I had to get rid of it. But thankfully she didn't notice too many other ones that I got rid of, so it worked out great. And I just love the way that it ended up turning out, and she was able to hold on to majority of her stuffed animals.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside.
So I tried moving this keyboard into the corner and I was just like, you know what? She really doesn't use it that often. It's just taking up a bunch of space. So I decided to put it at the very top of the closet. That way, if she wants it, we can pull it down, but it's not constantly taking up room. It's like little surprises every time I move something. So when I pulled this out, we have a nice pile of clothes. And what's even funnier is when I opened up that suitcase that I thought was empty, it was full of clothes from our last trip. We recently went to a hunting lodge. My husband went hunting and yeah, she never unpacked it. So I had to go through it. Some of the stuff was from my older daughter, Aubrey, and then some of the things were hers. So I pulled everything out, and then I wanted to put some of her extra bags that she has. She has a little Yoda book bag, and then she also has a purse. So I went ahead and put those bags inside of her suitcase and then put the suitcase up at the top of the closet. And now I am finally ready to tackle her bed and all of her stuffed animals. Y'all, she had so many blankets on here on top of all of these stuffed animals. Honestly, I have no idea how she slept on here without falling off the bed every night. It was so crazy.
I never knew love could pass. Tomorrow comes and you are not around. Feels uneasy. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you're leaving.
I couldn't believe how many stuffed animals she actually had when I pulled them out and stacked them up on the floor. I was like, goodness gracious. But I could finally see her bed, so I could change her sheets. So I did go ahead and put all of the sheets together so I could wash them, get them put away, because she definitely doesn't need that many blankets on her bed. And then since I had everything pulled off, I went ahead and sprayed it down with some Lysol before putting on her flamingo sheets. These are the original sheets that we bought for her bedroom because she initially wanted a flamingo themed bedroom, and we haven't had these on for a little bit, so she was really excited to come home and see her flamingo sheets and comforter back on her bed.
Oh, but Emily, you are the
We also have the net holder up at the top of the bedroom, but this one is really hard for her because it's a bit too high. It was even hard for me to put some stuffed animals up there because it's pretty high up there. I have to jump to get to them. Here is the contraption that I bought to go on back of Adrian's closet door. It should pretty much cover the whole back of the door, and then she can stuff her stuffed animals into it. I mean, you guys, look how many she has. I think the bigger ones I'm gonna put into the closet, and then the smaller ones onto this. But let's go ahead, I'm gonna put this together really quick, and then we're gonna hang it on the door. I'll be sure to link this down in my description. I bought it off of Amazon. It was really affordable and great quality. And what I love about it is the little metal pieces that attach to the door have these like spring thing on them, and it keeps it from moving around, because that was another thing I was worried about, was when she was like opening and closing her door, it was going to be like flopping around and falling off. But this one stays in place. It's doing great. And yeah, like I said, it held so many small stuffed animals. I tried to put the big ones in at first, and it has these like metal bars in the back to hold it straight, and the metal bars kept like popping out. So I was like, okay, that's not gonna work, only the small ones. But thankfully I was able to put the bigger ones in the closet, and then the other ones onto the little mesh thing up at the top, just like the stuffed animals that I knew she doesn't really play with or use as often.
I guess it never hit you. Our conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes.
And then of course I still put some stuffed animals on her bed because she loves sleeping with them. And like I told her, it doesn't matter which one she wants to leave on her bed, as long as she's making sure it's only a few and she's like swapping them out. And she's been doing really good at, you know, keeping only a few on her bed. Finally, in the final stretch, I'm putting all the stuffed animals that we're going to be donating into the bags, getting them out of the bedroom. And then the last thing I needed to do was give the room a really good vacuuming. And oh my gosh, you guys, it was so satisfying to see all these vacuum lines. I can see the floor. I can see her bed again. Best feeling ever. It seriously was just rejuvenating, honestly. Like, I just love a really good declutter and organize. It really does bring me so much joy. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I was debating on getting rid of that massive sloth, but she is so attached to it. I knew that she really wanted me to keep it. I mean, even when I brought it up to her, you could tell she was like getting teary-eyed. So I really wanted to keep it for her, and I'm so happy that I was able to make space for it and have it look nice and neat. But before I show you guys the amazing after shots, we are gonna do a quick overview of the before so you can remember what it looked like before and then after.
Hold me tight through the night.
And here is the moment we've been waiting for, the after shot, the best part of the video. I just love seeing the before and after. So satisfying. But don't click away just yet. At the very end, I'm showing you guys all of the bags of trash and things that I had to donate. It is insane. You will not believe how much stuff I got out of her bedroom.
Still can't believe you love me.
My gosh, you guys, talk about a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. I feel so good. I'm literally sweating right now. That was such a job, but I am so happy that I did it. You guys are not gonna believe how much trash and stuff that I have to donate. Look at that, you guys. That is insane. I have 2 bags of like stuffed animals and blankets, 1 bag of clothes, and then the rest is trash. And I have some more trash right there. These are all of the blankets that was on her bed. That is insane. I did get rid of a few of them because I don't need that many blankets. She doesn't need that many blankets on her bed, but I am gonna be washing all of this and likely folding majority of them, putting them in the closet. She does like to sleep with a lot of stuff, so I'm sure her bed will be cluttered again with blankets. But oh my gosh, I can't believe I got out that much junk out of her room. It's amazing. But that is gonna be it for today's video. I hope it motivated you guys to tackle a cluttered area in your house. If it did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ashley, and today I have tons of cleaning motivation for you guys. This is going to be over the course of 2 days. This is going to be a realistic mom life cleaning of my messy house. So every morning I love making my bed. It really does set the tone, and typically I make my bed and then I get my workout done and then I get to it, get whatever I need to get done during the day. I usually don't show you guys my routine in the morning, but I thought, you know what, this is my real mom life. This is part of my productivity. Like, this is how I get my day going and get pumped for tackling everything that I need to get done. So I thought I would include it. I do have a Peloton. I love it. It makes working out so convenient for me. But as soon as I get my workout in, then I am ready to tackle my day. I've mentioned this before, but we are currently sick. Not only me, but the kiddos. I'm starting to feel a bit better. I'm actually sleeping at night, but because Ethan was not feeling so good, it ended up taking me 2 days to tackle the messes that I wanted to get to, because he ended up falling asleep on my chest this day, and it was so sweet, but I couldn't get anything done. But that is mom life for you. Sometimes, you know, things happen and we can't get to everything we want to do, and that is completely fine. We really do have to cherish those moments, like when he fell asleep on my chest, because it really doesn't happen that often anymore. My youngest is now 3 years old, so sometimes I miss just having a little one laying on my chest, so I will take all of the snuggles. But first things first, as you can see, my kitchen, my dining room, it was a complete mess. I needed to get this cleaned up. So we're going to start in this area, get it tidied up. We're going to be doing some decluttering as well. Our medicine cabinet was looking crazy, and you guys will see the enormous pile of medicine that was sitting on the countertop. It was insane. So I needed to organize that and just basically tackle the entire house. Like, my whole house needed a good cleaning. So that's what we're gonna do. And like I said, it takes me 2 days to get it done, because you guys, you cannot clean your entire house in one day, especially if you have a little one running around. So Don't beat yourself up if you feel like you can't get everything that you want to get done in a day, because I can assure you, I don't either. Like, if one area is looking great and amazing, I can promise you I am slacking in another area. That is just life. So don't be too hard on yourself. The messes will be there. Just do what you can with the time that you have.
I am not the same. Everything has changed. Every day, 24/7, you call my name, and I will come running. Yeah, every day, 24/7. Yeah, every day.
So y'all know a huge part of my routine is cleaning the kitchen before I go to bed at night. And I usually always do this, but like I said, we have been feeling sick, not so good. So I actually started cleaning the dishes the night before, and you guys, I was just so exhausted. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it. I knew I needed to film some cleaning motivation anyways. So I left the mess in the sink so I could tackle it the next day. But I really do try to make a point to clean the kitchen before I go to bed, because it always helps my next day run more smoothly, and I just wake up in a better mood when I come out to a clean and tidy kitchen. But y'all, I have really been on the struggle bus, because I don't feel bad during the day, but at nighttime, as soon as I lay down, I just have these awful coughing fits. So I really haven't been getting that much sleep, and it's definitely been taking a toll on me.
24/7, yeah, every day. I will come running.
We're going to take a quick break from all of the cleaning to thank today's video sponsor, ButcherBox. It's a human truth that life is uncertain, but ButcherBox is here to help you be prepared for whatever comes your way. They're taking the guesswork out of finding high-quality meat with humanely raised beef, pork, chicken, seafood, and more delivered to your doorstep. After a long and busy day, there's no better feeling than knowing I can skip the grocery store because I have food I can trust already waiting for me in my freezer. ButcherBox partners with folks who share their high standards and truly care how animals are raised. Plus, they're B Corp certified, which makes me feel even better about my decision to be a part of the ButcherBox community. They also make sure their members are taken care of. ButcherBox offers great deals on high-quality meats that's hard to come by at the grocery store, like 100% grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef. Right now, they're even giving away 2 pounds of ground beef in every box for the life of your membership for new members. Sign up today to see what I mean and get your free ground beef while it lasts. And what's great is you can choose your box and delivery frequency. They offer 5 different boxes, 4 curated box options, as well as the popular custom box, so you get exactly what you want and what your family loves. So make sure you guys head down to my description, check out ButcherBox's link. I have a discount code for you guys. I know you will love their meat. It is such high quality and is so delicious. And once again, thank you ButcherBox for sponsoring today's video. But let's go ahead and jump right back into all of this cleaning motivation. Since I had so many dishes in the sink and I did not want to have to hand wash all of them, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead, unload the dishwasher, did the chore for my son. Usually he does this now, but you know, I was like, you know what, I don't want to hand wash all of these. And that sink really needed a good scrubbing because you guys, it was stinky. I'm not going to lie, it was smelly, leaving all that food and dirty dishes in there overnight. So I wanted to go ahead, unload everything, and then we're going to load up the things that I can and then do some hand washing as well.
I just need time right now. I'm going alone tonight. I don't need nobody else but me.
So I want to know, how is Christmas shopping coming along? Have you guys got started? Are you already done? What kind of shopper are you? Do you get your shopping done ahead of time? I really want to be. a shopper that's done like before December, but I'm such a procrastinator, you guys. I really wait until the last minute and then I'm scrambling. I'm trying to get a bit better. So I actually started Christmas shopping this weekend. I got a huge portion of it done. I feel like there's only a few odds and ends that I want to get that I'll likely just order off of Amazon or something, just because, you know, it's just convenient, especially because I do have my 3-year-old that comes with me shopping typically. So it was really hard. Like, I tried to do some of the shopping with him and he was throwing the hugest fit, like wanted every single toy. And I kept trying to tell him, like, Santa will bring you a present, like we don't need to get it today. And it was not working. So I told my husband over the weekend, I was like, look, I'm gonna go shopping without the kids because it was just too hard. Ethan was not having it. So I did go to Target because they were having a huge, like 50% off of a lot of their toys. I'm not sure when that deal is ending, so if you need to go shopping, check your Target, see if they still have it going on, because they did have a lot of really good deals. So I did tons of shopping at Target, kid-free, which was really nice. But I want to hear, how is Christmas shopping coming along for you, and where do you usually shop for gifts?
It doesn't matter what you're gonna say. I just need time right now. I'm going alone tonight. I don't need nobody else but me. But I'm thinking about the way you.
So I recently bought the Ninja knife set. I believe I mentioned it to you guys. And y'all, these knives are amazing. They're so sharp. They are so much better than our last set. I am so happy we got them, but they are so sharp that my Scrub Mommy, which is pretty new, I want to say I've only had this Scrub Mommy for maybe 2 weeks. I already need to get another one because the knife like sliced open my sponge in a couple different spots because they're so sharp, but I'm not complaining. I love this knife set so much. And what's awesome about it too is that it actually has like a built-in sharpener. So whenever they do get dull, you can just sharpen it right on the little like organizing block thing, whatever that's called. So if you guys are looking for a new knife set, definitely look into the Ninja knives. They are amazing, and I got mine at Sam's Club. They were having like a deal on them for $200 for the entire set. So just a heads up if y'all are in the market looking for some. My favorite thing to do after I get done cleaning the kitchen is spraying my favorite multi-purpose spray on the countertops and having the kitchen smell good. That is my favorite thing by far. I feel like having a cleaner that you just love the smell of just encourages you even more to clean. I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. But I needed to wipe down my stove a little bit. It wasn't too bad, so I'm just lifting up the little grates and wiping it just to get the chunks off. No deep clean over here. This is like my typical everyday wipe down. This is what I do whenever I need to do a more deeper cleaning. I'll take them off and maybe use some pink stuff on here. So I told y'all we have been sick over here. This is our pile of medicine, but what I really want to do is declutter our big bin of medicine right here. I need to go through it, see if there's anything expired, and just condense it down because we just have way too much stuff in here. And then I need to put this clutter into here. So y'all can see I was having a coughing fit. So I was like scrambling trying to get to a cough drop because the coughing, it's like I'll go for a while and not cough, and then once I start coughing I cannot seem to stop. It's so bad, even though I don't feel sick. That's the thing that kills me is like, I really don't feel sick. I just have this awful cough, and especially at nighttime. So let me know if you guys are dealing with that too. I feel like so many people are sick right now. So I hope you guys are staying healthy and aren't sick, because man, the sickness this year is just lingering. Some sort of medicine definitely leaked at the bottom of this basket because it was so sticky. Of course, tons of Band-Aids were at the bottom of the basket as well. My kids will go in there and grab a Band-Aid and, you know, just have the box completely spill out. So I was trying to salvage as many of the Band-Aids as I could. There was tons of like opened wrappers and stuff in here. So I just dumped out all the trash, and then we're going to clean it because it was super sticky. And then I'm going to try to condense down the stuff. Like I said, I need to make sure there's nothing expired. And I went ahead and decided to put all of the like first aid stuff, like Band-Aids, ointment, stuff like that. I got a gallon size Ziploc bag and put it into there. That way, when the kids go to grab a Band-Aid, if they spill out of the box, it'll go into the Ziploc bag and not all over the basket. Random, but if you guys are suffering from a cough, I highly recommend the Cepacol. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And the other brand that's really good is Chloraseptic, but it's the medicated cough drops. Highly recommend them. They work so much better than like your typical cough drop like by Halls or whatever. Definitely recommend those. So if you guys can get your hands on them, definitely pick some up. They are so good. They numb your throat, really help that cough go away. That's why we have tons of them in our medicine cabinet. And as I was going through everything, I realized that, you know, we just have so many different things inside of this one basket that I should probably put it into two different ones. So this one is going to be specifically for like medicine when you're sick, first aid, stuff like that. And then I have another basket that I ended up grabbing for all of the vitamins and stuff. I accidentally put the kids' gummy vitamins in the medicine one, but I did get a basket just for the medicines. I am a huge like herb and natural vitamin type of person, so I have so many different random vitamins, and yeah, I definitely needed my own basket for them. So yeah, as you could see, I tried one basket and then another, and then I was like, you know what, I need something bigger. So I got the biggest like medium-sized basket that I could find.
I want someone like you to stand by me always. And I dream of a man like you.
Now that the cabinet is nice and wiped up, I used my Method wood cleaner for it, put my baskets back in there. Up at the top, I actually have like all of my extra candles up there. And then Adrienne was storing a lot of her slime in the medicine cabinet too. So I went ahead and just put her slime on that top shelf as well. That way, you know, it was up high out of the way. We have to keep that away from Ethan because yeah, my 3-year-old will pull out the slime and just get it everywhere. So we have to keep it up high where he can't see it or reach it. But now we're finally cleaning out my disgusting sink. Like I said, it was so smelly. So we're going to be doing a deeper clean in here. I'm going to be using my barkeeper's friend to clean my sink. This does a really good job at shining up your stainless steel. So I like to use this every once in a while to give it a good shine.
From the other night, gossip about our delight. What if we would join our forces? What a bliss. You make me understand this place in a whole different way. You make me wanna live this life to the fullest, to the fullest.
This is one of my current favorite songs that was just playing. I love it so much. Let me know, are you guys a bigger fan of like slower songs or a little bit faster paced music for my videos? I would love y'all's input on like what kind of music gets you pumped and motivated to clean. I don't know, I feel like I mix it up. Sometimes I have like a little bit faster pace and other times I like the slower stuff, but I definitely gravitate more to like the slower music that has like a lot of meaning behind it. I don't know, that's more like my jam. But as you can see, the kitchen is nice and tidy. This is where I stopped for the day because Ethan, he was semi-waking up from his nap. He was fussing, so I went and got him up and he fell asleep on my chest. So I did not clean anymore, obviously, until, you know, nighttime when I did my nightly cleaning. But we're picking it back up the next day. As you can see, I had tons of clothes in the bathroom, so heading in there, gathering the clothes, and then we're going to start a load. So if you guys are new here, random fact, my husband is in the oil field and he's now in a position where he works in the office, but every once in a while he has to go out to the field. And that's why I was kind of like staring at his uniform shirt because I was like, is there any oil on here? Do I need to like do it in a separate load? Because you guys, his uniforms, like before when he would actually work out in the field, they would get pretty oily and nasty. And if I accidentally washed one with our regular clothes, it would be so spotty all over our clothes. Even like the wash after it, I would have to like do a good deep clean of the washing machine because that oil, it gets on everything. So I do have some Shout, it's like specific for grease stains. So if I do get some of those spots, I'll go in with my Shout and, you know, clean it that way. And then if I need to clean the washer, I love throwing in vinegar, baking soda, and just running it through a really good hot cycle just to get all of that nasty grease out.
I don't scare you too much, babe. I wish to flatter, not alienate. Since I met you, my life's like a train, running smooth, I've been made for you.
So we're gonna be heading up to the boys' room. I had to wash some of the bedding because my 3-year-old is definitely in the testing phase. I'm sure if you have little ones or you're going through it right now, you're not going to be shocked, but you guys, I could not believe what he did the other day. He has never done this before, but I don't know, the last week he's really been just like doing things that he doesn't typically do, like just getting himself into trouble. And I don't know, it's just a phase, I'm hoping. But we are currently potty training, and some days he does amazing. Like when we first started, he would pee in the potty all day long. Like he would do so good. We were doing rewards. He would get little dum-dum lollipops if he peed in the potty. He was doing so good. And then all of a sudden he stopped and he started peeing in his pull-up again. Well, he came downstairs the other day and told me, "Mom, I peed in the potty." And I was like, "Really?" you pee-peed in the potty all by yourself? Because I knew he can't get on the potty by himself because it's too big. And I was like, are you sure you peed in the potty? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, show me. And then he was like, no, don't go upstairs. And I was like, oh no, what did he do? He peed on the blanket and the floor upstairs in the middle of his bedroom. So yeah, that's why I had to wash the bedding, because he peed on it. And it wasn't an accident. He had to pull down his pull-up and pee on it. So yes, hashtag mom life. That was fun. No, but I never had a kid do that before. Like, he's my fourth, and that was a first. Like, I was shocked. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I never would have thought he would have done that. So I definitely had to have a very stern talk with him and tell him that is not acceptable, and he will be in big trouble if he ever does that again. But you guys, it's just, he's been doing so many random things recently where I'm just like, why? You never did any of this before. Like, why are you starting to do this now? I think I showed you guys a couple videos ago. He like stuck things into the outlet. It's just like so many little things, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing this? But you know what? I'm just trying to embrace it. Try to laugh it off. You know, he is the baby, so I know one day I'm going to look back and miss all of these little moments, even though in the moment you're like, what in the world? But now, as you can see, we are in the kids' bathroom, so I really needed to clean in here. It was pretty dirty and nasty, toothpaste everywhere, and of course the kids' toothpaste itself was like all gunky and nasty, so every few weeks or so I have to come in and actually like scrape the chunks off of the toothpaste so we can close the lid. So I did that, and then I finally took down my Halloween decorations. You guys, it is December. I can't believe I have not taken them down until now, but it's done. I took them down, and we're pulling back out my old soap dispensers that match our beautiful cactus shower curtains. So we're pulling that back out and getting this bathroom back in order.
Upside down and you were gone. I couldn't see, it's all in me. Still falling in a dream down in me.
I had noticed that the toilet was starting to leave a pretty noticeable ring around it. We do have hard water around here, but we do have a water softener, so it helps out a lot compared to in our last house. We had well water, and it would leave really bad hard water stains on our toilets. So I don't have to pull this out as often as I used to, but every time I notice a hard water stain, or you have like rust or anything like that in your toilet, you can use a pumice stone. I ordered this one off of Amazon. It has a handle on it. I'm not sure if you can find them in the stores with a handle or not. I haven't really looked, but I love this. It works so good at getting off any hard stains inside of your toilet. Definitely recommend one of these things, and they last a really long time. Just what I do to kind of help, you know, get them off a little bit faster is I try to dip it just a little bit into the water and then scrub, and I find it really helps get off those stains a lot faster versus if it's completely dry, I feel like you have to scrub a lot harder. So make your life easier, get it a little wet.
Don't know where I've been or where I'll stay.
So it was time to take off my little toilet cover thing that I picked up from the dollar store, and I saw that it left a nice lovely purple stain behind, which I could not believe. I was like, are you kidding me? This is the second thing like that has left a hard stain behind. I don't know if you guys saw, but my window gel sticker things, yeah, left huge face marks on the windows. Thankfully I was able to get those off, but these purple stains on the toilet were not coming off. I used rubbing alcohol, I let it set for a little bit and then scrubbed it, but it didn't take it off. But I was like, you know what, I'm not going to stress about it right now. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's not that noticeable, but it still stinks that it left a purple stain behind.
For you, higher and higher, higher and
It was time for me to clear out some of the empty bottles in the kids' bathroom. I decided to reuse this like pump bottle for the body soap just because the kids tend to use a lot, and I feel like it lasts longer when they have a pump. They just seem to use a little bit less. So I went ahead and transferred that into the pump bottle and then took out the empty bottles out of the bathtub. And then we're going to give it a really good wipe down because, yeah, as you can see, it's a little dirty, a little dusty, so it needs a good deep cleaning. And what I find works the best for me whenever I'm cleaning the bathtub is I like to fill the bath up with just a little bit of super hot water, and then I just dip my towel in that as I clean, and then whenever I get done, I'll empty the dirty water and then use fresh water to just like rinse off all the soap and stuff, make sure nothing is left behind. But I feel like that works the best for me. That way I'm not having to turn off and on the water a bunch of times.
you got me stranded like a branch in the wind. Tell me what you long for. Oh, I want what you want.
Then the last thing I needed to do in here was wipe down these cabinets. They were looking pretty filthy, covered in toothpaste. I swear, kids definitely know how to make a mess with toothpaste. I mean, am I right? I feel like it's always everywhere. The floor, the cabinets, just all over. So we're gonna wipe these down. Of course, I'm using my Method wood cleaner. I love this stuff. It smells so good, and it does a really good job at like taking off stuck on stuff like toothpaste off of wood.
Can't stand those sad eyes. Not one more time. Oh, it's a crime. Oh, my love, won't you pick me up when I'm feeling down? I can't stand to be alone, so far from home.
As I was cleaning upstairs, I was kind of just tossing the dirty clothes halfway down the steps. So I'm going to go ahead, gather all of that laundry, and get another load going.
Reason I'm still here. Oh, ask me anything, I swear. I need what you need.
Now we're heading into the living room. Ethan is just chilling, watching some TV. He's been getting so like hot and cold, so he's just takes his clothes off and then he wants me to put them back on. I feel so bad for him. I hate when the kids are sick. You just feel like, you know, so helpless. You wish you could take it away from them. So he's just lounging, watching some TV, and I'm gonna go ahead, clean up the living room. It wasn't too bad. I just had, you know, toys all over the place, wrappers. It definitely needed to be vacuumed in here. So we're gonna vacuum, get all of the trash up, and I'm gonna be using my homemade carpet freshener. I love this stuff. If you guys are new here, all I use to make it is baking soda and about 30 drops of essential oil. I'm currently using cinnamon leaf and clove in here, and it has the best fall scent. It smells so good. I find it's much stronger and it lasts longer making it myself.
You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, I'm looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. You got me feeling uncomplicated. Whatever happens is meant for us. Rushing into all the situations. Whatever happened, we came there first. Go a little wild is your personal expression. Far over the line, tell me we ain't something special. Wrap me around your solar system, make me do whatever that you want me to do. You got me dancing in your storm, burning everything we know, dressing up as firefighters. You got me dancing in your storm, looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Looking like a breeze, but really you're a forest fire. Maybe forget about the consequences. Wherever we're going fast. On top of the world of our independence. Laughing whenever we screw it up.
The upstairs bathroom was the last area that needed to be undecorated from fall. So I'm just sticking all of the decor into my bin, and then I'm going to move it into the garage. I have quite the collection of bins right now between the Christmas decor and the fall. I really need to make a trip to the storage unit soon because my garage is a hot mess. But when I went to put the stuff into the bin, I realized that Ethan got a hold of my little pumpkins that had the soap and lotion in them, and he just like pumped it a bunch of times, so it was all over the little wooden crate that was around my pumpkins. So it was ruined. I ended up having to throw away the crate because it was so gross and like gunky and nasty. I saved the pumpkins, and then as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and empty out these skulls and put the soap into a different soap dispenser. That way when it's in the bin, I don't have to worry about it leaking and getting all over stuff. So I just wanted to make sure, you know, I took the soap out of it, but I didn't want to waste it. So I dumped it into this soap dispenser and into the one in our bathroom. Now we're heading into the study area slash formal dining room, which is now where our tree is, and I'm showing you guys Peter, our elf, and the little mischief he got into. He TP'd our tree. So we had toilet paper all over the place, but of course we're not going to mess with that. But I wanted to vacuum in here, so we're just going to pick up the few things that were on the floor. I have tons of ornaments that are on the floor because not only does my 3-year-old get into the tree, but so does my cat. My cat loves the Christmas tree. As soon as I bring it out every single year, he's underneath the tree just like trying to climb in it and play with the ornaments. So I'm constantly picking up ornaments off of the floor. So just needed to pick those up so I could vacuum in here.
When I close my eyes, I see
We are now at the end of all of this cleaning motivation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it inspired you and motivated you to get up and tackle something around your house today. If it did, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel and I truly appreciate it. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, I would love for you to subscribe. I upload cleaning motivation every single week and I would love to have you here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye! Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Ashley if you are new here, and today I have some serious cleaning motivation for you guys. My house looks like a complete disaster. Like the entire downstairs needs my attention, and I have a very disgusting clogged sink that needs to be taken care of, so definitely got that on my to-do list today. I'm gonna be restocking some of my laundry products and tons of cleaning motivation, so I hope you guys put me on, clean along with me, or just get some motivation to tackle something later in your day. But let's go ahead and hop right into it. I was not lying, you guys. My entire house was just a mess. I had clutter everywhere, so I was ready to tackle it all. I spent about 2 days after Thanksgiving kind of relaxing because we are sick. I had posted about it in our community tab, just that we weren't feeling well. We don't have anything like too serious. We're not really feverish, but we do have a really bad cough and tons of mucus. So sleeping at night has been really tough, especially for me. I have not been sleeping good, but at least during the day I can still function, get things done, but I do have a cough. So I'm sorry if I sound a little nasally right now. I'm sure I'll be pausing this voiceover numerous times to cough in between because it's just been so bad. I'm hoping this cough goes away soon because it definitely is not fun coughing so much. I feel like my ribs are sore. But anyway, I'm starting off by getting all of the clutter picked up, especially when I know I have like a big space that needs to be tackled, like the entire downstairs. I like to first get all of the clutter up off of the floors and off of the countertops before tackling any of the deeper cleaning. So I'm just picking up all the toys. I actually put them on the stairs and then had Austin bring the toys upstairs for me because that is part of his chore. And then if you also see, the kids will be doing the dishes here in a little bit because, you know, gotta have them doing their chores and earning their chore money, especially since if I'm cleaning, you're gonna be helping out as well. So they're getting their stuff done too. And I definitely needed to clean underneath the kids' bar area where they sit to eat because it was so sticky and nasty. So we will be pulling out my cedar mop and tackling that area because it was just so gross.
The fact that I'm obsessed with you.
It has been a little while since I showed you guys how to make my homemade carpet freshener. It's super easy, simple. So what I use is actually a leftover Parmesan cheese bottle. I cleaned it really well, took the sticker off of it, and then you're just gonna fill it with some baking soda and then add about 30 drops of essential oil. Today I'm using clove and cinnamon leaf, and it smells so good, you guys. It smells just like fall, like a pumpkin spice little vibe going on. I love this, especially throughout fall and winter time. It is my go-to scent. and you just sprinkle it on the carpet, leave it for a little bit, and then vacuum it up. And random tip, but especially since it is 6 season right now, you guys, this is the best freshener to get up. Sorry, it's a little gross, but to get up the smell of vomit, this freshener will do the trick. I promise you. A few weeks ago, we had an incident where there was throw up on the carpet, and of course you want to shampoo it. You want to get up all of the nastiness, all the chunks, obviously. And then once you've done a deep shampooing and stuff like that, I'm sure you guys know that scent is super hard to get out, but I promise you, sprinkle a very heavy layer of this carpet freshener on top of it. Throw a towel on top and just let it sit there. Let it set at least, I'd say, for an hour, 2 hours, especially depending on how bad it was. You can do this step a few times, but I promise you, throw it over there. What it's gonna do is it's gonna actually absorb all of the moisture, get it out of your carpet, and then once it's nice and dry, this is the important part, you wanna make sure it's dried all the way. Once it's dry, then go and vacuum that spot. I promise you, it's going to take the scent right out of the carpet. And yes, definitely get yourself some baking soda and some essential oils on hand because it's a lifesaver, especially right now. But I'm showing you guys, Yoda is sitting on Jinxie's little bed I bought him. It's a little Christmas tree, and it's like one of the ones where you can like climb inside of it. So it's supposed to be like a little house, but Yoda just sits on top of the entire thing and just mashes it down and sleeps on it. So Jinxie has never used it, especially because Jinxie is too big for it. It seemed bigger in the store, and then when I got it home, I was like, oh no, Jinxie is way too big. So I'm actually happy Yoda is using it because otherwise it wouldn't get used. But it is a really cute cat house thing. But yeah, Yoda just uses it for his own dog bed.
I wanna put you in that spotlight, looking at you all night. Put you in that spotlight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, you make me feel right. Wanna look at you all night.
This is that area I was talking about that was super sticky and nasty. So I'm showing you guys a close-up. There were stickers on the floor and yeah, just all kinds of nastiness. I really want to paint the baseboard soon because as you can see from the bar stools rubbing against it, they have turned blue once again. I've already painted them once, but I was like, you know what? I need to spray paint the bar stools anyway. I'm planning on doing that very, very soon. But I was like, you know what? I might as well wait to paint the baseboard until after I spray paint the chairs, because I'm sure the kids are going to knock it into the baseboard again. So might as well just wait, but I'm definitely going to get the floor cleaned up, and there was a little bit of splattered food on the walls. So I actually just used my cedar mop and wiped it really quick because it really wasn't too much. Got that cleaned up, but I'm sure you guys have noticed that I have Christmas decor out. I'm so excited. We decided to decorate just a few days before Thanksgiving. The kids were just super excited. I really wanted to put some stuff up, so we have started decorating. I haven't fully decorated everything quite yet, but we're getting there. If you guys are interested in watching some decorate and clean with me's, I posted them on my vlogging channel, so I'll be sure to leave my channel up in the cards for you guys in case you want to check that out, because yeah, super excited. So far I've decorated the formal dining room, I put up our Christmas tree, and then I've also decorated the mantle. So it's starting to look so pretty in the house, and we have the stair banister all decked out in lights. That is definitely one of my favorite things to do, and just during Christmas time is have all the lights going up the stairs. I just think it's so pretty. And my festive soap, I was so excited to find red and green soap at HEB, so I just had to buy it. But I would love to know, if you guys celebrate Christmas, what colors are you doing for your Christmas tree? This year we're doing a red and white theme. That's what we did last year as well. It's like candy cane themed, but we also have the cutest little elf legs that stick out of the tree. That is definitely my favorite part about our Christmas tree. It's just so cute. So this is the second year we're doing the red and white theme, but I'd love to know, what colors are you guys doing, and do you typically do the same colors every year, or do you change it up every few years? So in case you guys are wondering, I have recently switched up the kids' chores. I can't remember if I've told you guys this or not. I'm sorry, with 2 channels. I feel like I sometimes repeat myself, but we did switch up the chores. So now Adrian is the one that loads the dishwasher, and then Austin empties the dishwasher. So I have started re-washing dishes again, like the bigger stuff that doesn't go in the dishwasher, just because Adrian isn't quite there yet. I mean, I'm definitely going to teach her how to hand wash, but you know how it is, they leave like food behind on it and stuff. So I've just recently been letting her leave the big stuff in the sink, and I'll wash it. So that's what I'm doing. I just had a few things to wash in the sink and put away, and then we're gonna be cleaning my sticky floors. But as you can see, Ethan really wanted me to hold him. He just woke up from his nap, and whenever he wakes up from his nap, he's very clingy and super sweet, and I love that time. So of course, as soon as he wanted me to hold him, I was like, okay, let me just put away these couple dishes and I'll hold you. So I did take a little mini break. We hung out on the couch for a bit, but now I'm back. Gonna clean up the sink and then tackle the floors because they were super sticky. Like, between Thanksgiving and all of the goodies that we've been having and stuff, like the floors were just really gross. So it was definitely time to mop them, get them cleaned up. And of course, you guys know I'm using Pine Sol in my O-Cedar mop. My OGs know that is my go-to cleaner to clean the floors. I just love the way it smells, and it is the perfect scent with Christmas right around the corner. And with all of this talk about Christmas, I forgot to ask you guys, how was your Thanksgiving? I hope it was amazing. I hope you guys had the best food. Ours was so good. We ended up frying our turkey and it turned out super delicious. Everything was a success, minus us getting sick. That kind of stunk. But besides that, we had a really good Thanksgiving, and I was actually surprised. So on Thanksgiving, I was listening to the radio station, and they had mentioned that the number 2 selling pies for Thanksgiving was number 1 pumpkin pie, and then number 2 was pecan pie. And I was shocked, you guys. I really thought apple pie would have been number 1. Apple pie, sweet potato pie, I don't know, those are my favorite, but let me know down below, what is that number 1 pie you always have to have on Thanksgiving? I'm really interested. I'm actually not a huge fan of pumpkin pie. I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely not my number 1 pick. Now that the kitchen and main living areas are looking much better, it's time to get some laundry going. I needed to do some folding, and this brings me to another chore that the kids have been switched up doing. So now Aubrey, my oldest, she's 12. She is now currently doing a load of laundry every single day, so she has to fully start one, switch it over, and fold one. So that has definitely been helping me out. I'm finally getting caught up, you guys. I have been pretty backed up on laundry ever since we came back from the ranch, and just like with the holidays and everything, I had fallen behind. So having her helping is definitely helping me stay a little bit better on top of things. But of course my husband, he's like, yeah, I can tell that she's folding clothes now because her folding skills are still lacking a little. So I'm trying to teach her how to fold, but it's definitely a learning curve.
Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking hearts.
As soon as I was finishing up with the laundry, the doorbell rang and I was so excited. I got my package from Sam's Club. I typically order my laundry beads from them just because my favorite ones, as you guys know, which are the Downy Light Ocean Mist scented laundry beads, they only sell them online now. They used to have them in stores, but not anymore. And I needed some more, so I ordered 2 things of those. And then I also decided to try out the Tide Pods. I typically don't buy pods just because I don't know why. I just usually don't. So this time I was like, you know what? I am going to try them out, not only because I think they look really pretty, but also I kind of got suckered into it. I was watching YouTube shorts, and I don't know if you guys watch them, but I've been watching YouTube shorts a lot more recently, and I've been watching the restock videos where they like restock the laundry pods and the laundry beads, and like, I don't know, I got suckered into it and I was like, you know what, I love that. I think it looks really good in the laundry room, and I was like, you know what, that would be really cool. So I decided I'm gonna do that too. So I went ahead and filmed some shorts of me refilling or filling up my jars, which I did purchase these jars. One of them from, I believe was from HEB actually. It was like a really good price. And then the taller jar that I put my beads in, I bought from Marshall's, and I want to say it was only like 12 bucks. Like, I got a really good deal on these jars. So I've just slowly been trying to find the things, and then now that I had everything, I was like, okay, I can finally set them up. I do plan on getting like a silicone mat that goes on top of my washer, because when the washer is like when it's running, it shakes so bad, you guys. Like, literally anything that's on top of the washer will fall off because it just shakes so much. So I've got to get a full like silicone mat, but for right now I have my pot holders, and I was like, you know what, this will do the job for right now until I can get a big mat. But I know a few of my followers had mentioned that they make the silicone mats because, you know, my machine is getting all scratched up from everything just like rubbing on the top whenever it does shake. So I've been wanting to buy one, I just haven't gotten around to it. But now that I'm talking about it, I actually need to go order it because I keep saying I'm gonna do it and I forget. But as you guys saw, I just restocked our paper towels. I buy them in bulk as well from Sam's Club, and my basket was empty. I keep it super simple over here, you guys. If you're new here, I am like very real, very realistic, like not Pinterest style house, like functional house, okay? Of course, I want my house to look pretty, but I also want it to be functional and affordable. So I just have these laundry baskets in the closet that I bought from the dollar store. I want to say they were like $5 at the time. I'm sure they're more expensive now. Thank you, inflation. But I just had those baskets, and I use them to hold our paper towels and our toilet paper just because it keeps them secure and in a place where I can like stack it a little bit better, and I can get to it easier. Because if I left them just in the wrappers, the kids will go and like yank them out and they'll fall all over the place, and it's just a big mess. So laundry baskets have really came in handy. So just an idea for you guys if you're trying to find a way to like, you know, organize your stuff inside your closet a little bit more contained. Laundry baskets do an amazing job.
All the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me.
We are now in our little guest bathroom. I don't show this bathroom that often because you guys, it's so small. Like trying to film in here is very claustrophobic. It's hard to get any good angles, but the bathroom definitely needed some attention. You guys will see behind the toilet, like where the trash can is. When I went to clean down there, I was like, oh my gosh, so disgusting. Like, and I typically clean the bottoms of my toilets pretty frequently, but I don't know what happened, but yeah, you see, disgusting. So I was like, I have to get that cleaned up. And yeah, so if you guys haven't cleaned the bottom of your toilet recently, maybe take a little peek because it might look like mine.
You're far away, and yet so close. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, you're up in space. You're inside the noise. I can feel you. Once you've seen all the things, all the places, I hope it means that you'll come home to me. Once you've traveled the world, all the spaces inside your heart.
And I also went ahead and took down all my fall decor in here. I completely forgot that this bathroom was fully decorated. I know, I can't believe, when I was taking down my stuff, I was like, how did I not remember this bathroom was like fully decked out? So I went ahead and took it down. It's looking so bare in here. I'm not quite sure what I want to do in here. I do have a tub like full of Christmas decor, so I'll likely just go through that and figure out like, you know, what I want to do in here. I might keep that little mini ladder up at the top because I think that is super cute. Like I really love the look of that. I'll just have to get like a decorative towel for Christmas if I do decide to do that. But once I get this bathroom cleaned up, I am going to share a grocery haul with you guys. Y'all had mentioned that you like when I include them, and it's been a little while, so make sure you continue watching because there's more cleaning after the haul.
Yeah, I know that. I hope I'll be your destination.
I had to quickly run to a H-E-B curbside pickup, so I thought since I'm filming today, I will also go ahead and just share this really quick haul with y'all. It was just kind of a bunch of random stuff we needed. Not, you know, anything in particular, just like the random stuff we have to pick up every once in a while. And this was the main thing I need, which we will go use this after I get done putting away the groceries. But I needed to get a snake, or this little thing, it's called a drain stick, to unclog my drain. My drain on my side of the sink in our bathroom is beyond clogged, so I'm gonna use that. I also got 2 bags of onions because we ran out of onions, and I found a home hair growth recipe where you need onions to make this like thing to help grow your hair. So I plan on making a video on that on my vlogging channel if you guys are interested, but since I'm gonna be doing that, I needed a lot of red onions. I also needed some more of my favorite creamer. This is my favorite super creamer. It is 0 carbs, 0 sugar. It only has 1 gram of fat and 1 gram of protein, 15 calories per tablespoon. I typically just drink this, but since it is fall time, I love my pumpkin spice, so I usually get the silk. Oh my gosh, this is not sugar-free. I usually get the silk almond one, but I ordered International Delight sugar-free pumpkin spice. They were supposed to substitute it with the coffee mate, but I'm noticing that this is not sugar-free. This is full sugar. Man, that really stinks, but oh well. And then I also needed some more pickle relish for my tuna fish sandwiches, so I picked up some sweet relish. I needed some more chopped spinach. I love adding this into our smoothies, and we're just about out. This is one of my favorite go-to snacks, the Greek toasted coconut vanilla. These are so good and a great high protein snack. It has 12 grams of protein and no added sugar in there. I also needed some more mayo. We used it all up for Thanksgiving, so got some more light mayo. The kids have been loving the Hershey Kisses. I have a jar full of them and they're just about out, so I have some of the regular ones, and then these are my all-time favorite, the candy cane ones. So good. Ethan is almost out of his fluoride-free toothpaste, so I needed to get some more. He's still using this because he's not good at spitting out toothpaste. He still swallows it, so I just like to make sure I get the fluoride-free one for him. The blackberries were on sale for 97 cents, and you guys, they are by far my favorite fruit. So since they were on sale, I got 5 things of them. Ethan loves turkey hot dogs. This boy eats so many hot dogs a day, so I got 2 packs of turkey hot dogs for him. I also wanted some more bananas, and I need to freeze some. I'm gonna leave them on the counter a little bit longer for them to get a bit more spotty, and then I freeze them for smoothies. And like I said, I'm really trying to take care of my hair and have it grow long and healthy. So I wanted to get some like better scrunchies. These are super soft. They are velour, and I just thought these would be better for my hair so it doesn't like pull and rip out my hair. And then I picked up some more mascara because mine is just about out. I usually get the one, it looks just like this, but it's silver and black. But this one says it's Voluminous X Fiber. So I thought I would give this one a try. I haven't tried it out, but excited to use that. And that is everything that I picked up from HEB. I spent a total of $65. I'm gonna quickly put these away, and then we're gonna go tackle my bathroom and use this snake.
It was a thirsty night when I first saw you.
As soon as I was filling up the jar, Ethan came running over. He heard me filling it up and he was like, I want some. So of course I gave him a few little kisses, but now we're ready to tackle my bathroom. I just wanted to show you guys how bad it was. Like every time I brushed my teeth, everything would just sit up at the top, and that's why it was just so gross in there. It really needed to be cleaned out, and you will not believe how disgusting it was. Like I really didn't think it was going to be that bad, but wow, just wow. But before we get started doing that, I wanted to clear off the countertops. They were super cluttered, so we're going to clear it off, wipe them down, and then we're going to tackle my nasty drain. If you guys have drain issues, pick one of these up. You guys, they worked so good. So good. They're so cheap, so affordable, and they do the trick. So all you have to do is simply stick them down inside, wiggle it around just a little bit, pull up, and yeah, look at that. I was in shock. I was like, what is that? It's so gross. So disgusting. I was like, I have to go get a glove on, and of course I grabbed a grocery bag to put all of the hair in. Like, I don't even know, it was like almost like a plastic black, I don't even know, it was disgusting. But I went around the entire like sides of the drain, because they have like, you know, little dividers in there. So I wanted to make sure I went between each little divider and got out all of the hair and gunk that was in there. And oh my gosh, you guys, best feeling ever. Now I can brush my teeth and my sink isn't filling up and getting all disgusting. I can't believe there was that much hair in the sink, and we've only been in this house for a year and a half.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed. by you. So hold me tight through the night.
Just wow, you guys, I still can't believe how much stuff came out of there. But the last thing I needed to do in the bathroom was just wipe down the mirrors. Because the sink was so disgusting, you guys, we had fruit flies really bad in the bathroom. It was so crazy. That's why I was like, you know what, I've got to take care of this because it was so disgusting. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure this bathroom got nice and clean and spotless, get rid of the fruit flies, get rid of the clogged up sink. But so satisfying when I got done. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for today's cleaning motivation. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That felt so good to get that sink unclogged, but that was so disgusting, you guys. I was not expecting that much stuff to come out of there, but so glad that I got that done. And those were really inexpensive. I just picked it up from, like I said, my local grocery store, and I wanna say it was like $5 or $6, and it did a great job. So glad that I have those on hand now. But if you are new here and you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to subscribe, join my YouTube family. I do upload cleaning motivation every single week, and I would love to have you here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye! Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we have more decluttering motivation, part of my decluttering series for 2023. And today we're gonna be tackling my oldest daughter, Aubrey's room. She's 12 years old. Her room isn't terrible, but it definitely needs to be organized and decluttered. I need to go through her closet. I bought her an organizer to help her organize her things. She does have a desk in her room, and we recently got her a PC for Christmas. So all of the stuff that was on her desk had to be removed. So those are the things that we are going to be putting into the organizer. So I'm gonna show you guys the organizer that I bought. I'm gonna build it, and then we're gonna tackle the mess. So here is the organizer that I got off of Amazon. I'm gonna put this together really quick. Thankfully, this was super easy to put together. Ethan wanted to help me out along the way, so he was over there helping me, handing me stuff. He even tried screwing some stuff together. It was really cute. So we're gonna put this together. It didn't take me too long at all. I wanna say maybe 30 minutes, and then I was ready to take it upstairs and get started on decluttering and organizing my daughter's room. So my oldest daughter is 12 years old, so she is a preteen. She's really into gaming and drawing, arts. So she had a lot of little things and a lot of stuff that I was kind of like, ooh, I don't know what to get rid of. I don't know what to keep. So I have to say this was a little bit more challenging, declutter and organize, just because I didn't want to get rid of anything that she was still using. So you guys will see that I'm going to get started and then I'm going to stop. That way she can come in and figure out what she wants to keep, what she wants to get rid of, and then I'll pick it back up the next day. But this was definitely a really satisfying declutter because I did not realize how much stuff she had. I guess she just did a really good job of kind of like cramming it into her closet, and I don't really go in there and check on her. I make them clean their room, but it's more of when I open the door, it better look clean, not so much like checking under their beds and their closet. That's typically like a deeper clean that we do every once in a while. And like I've mentioned before, if you guys have been here, for a while watching my channel, I'll typically come in every few months or so and do like the mother's touch, the deep clean. I'm showing you guys really quick. It was actually snowing this day. Like, it never snows over here, so we were really excited. We had snow flurries, but it wasn't cold enough for it to stick, but we did get to see some snow. But that being said, whenever I came in here, it was definitely time for a really good deep cleaning. I have not done her room in quite some time. I had her do a deeper clean probably about a month or two ago, and then I knew I was going to be doing this decluttering series, so I hadn't really been on top of the kids, like making sure they do a deeper clean in their room. So when I came in here, I was so overwhelmed. She usually is my really clean child, and the fact that her room had gotten this bad, I was shocked, because if you guys saw a couple videos ago, I did my second oldest daughter's bedroom, and she is my messy child. Like, she can destroy a room in 0.2 seconds. So her room, I was not shocked, but I have to say I was shocked by her bedroom. Like, I was super overwhelmed, but I got in there and I got it done. And I have to say, whenever you tackle those areas that are super overwhelming, it is the most rewarding. So if you guys have an area like that you just feel super overwhelmed whenever you walk into it, or the thought of decluttering it just seems super overwhelming, I just want to give you some encouragement that you can do it. You can tackle the mess. Start in one little section, one little area, even if it's just one cabinet or one drawer. Just get started, and that momentum will keep you going. You will just start feeling like, okay, I got this, I can tackle it. So that's kind of what I did in here. When I came in, I first started off by gathering all the dirty laundry. So I wanted to get all the dirty clothes up, put it into the laundry basket, and then I could start going through and seeing, like, okay, in her closet, what clothes is clean, what can I hang up, get that a little bit more organized, just so I could see what I was working with. So I'm just focusing on getting the stuff up off of the floors first. And I decided to go ahead and get started in the closet, because that was by far the worst. And I wanted to put the organizer in here, so this was the area I was focusing on first. A lot of the clothes in here were clean, so I did hang up some, but a lot of the hangers are too small. I'll mention later in this video that I will be buying her the big adult hangers to kind of transition her clothes onto, but I didn't want to hang up everything and have it falling off of the hangers, so I'll be leaving a lot of this stuff for her to go through once she gets out of school. Here is everything that was just on the floor in her closet. So what I'm actually gonna do is, the kids are coming home from school in just a little bit. She's gonna come in here, go through her shoes, see which ones no longer fit, what she doesn't wear. I'm gonna go through her clothes. These were the ones that look clean. I'm gonna start hanging them up, get this a little bit better organized in here for her. That way she can come in, go through her clothes, and then we can downsize this, because all of these aren't hung up. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some more hangers for her as well. Make sure we get all of them on bigger hangers, because her clothes are falling off of the small ones. But yeah, I'm gonna have her go through this stuff, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear enough space in here to fit our new organizer, so I can at least start organizing all of that stuff into it.
It's for the best, and you know why. You gotta leave me here right now, before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this love.
I couldn't believe the amount of clothes that she had. I recently had her go through her clothes and get rid of the ones that no longer fit her, because I was trying to just get the clutter out of the house a few months ago. So the fact that she had so many, and so many that were not on hangers, I was like, okay, it is time to do a serious declutter.
Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car. Leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
So I'd love to know, what are some areas that you really struggle decluttering? Is there like certain things or items or rooms? I would love to hear about it down in the comment section. Definitely leave me your comments. I love chatting with you guys. I try to get back to every single one of y'all. And I just want to know, what is it that you guys might need some more encouragement to tackle, because I would love to make more videos like that. I am getting close to the end of my decluttering series. Like I said, I've been tackling my entire house. If you guys missed any of those videos, I will link it in the cards and also in my description for you guys. But I can't believe I've almost gotten through the entire house. The only areas that are left is my boys' shared bedroom I'm going to be tackling next. And then I also want to do a little revamp in my bedroom. I have done numerous declutters in our bedroom since we moved into this new house. So I've gotten rid of so many things that there's not really too much else that I want to part with. But there are some like drawers and just some clothes and stuff that I would like to go through again and just kind of make sure that my drawers are fully organized. So I will be doing a declutter in my bedroom as well, and then that's going to be the whole house. Like, I can't believe I've tackled all these areas, and I have to say it is so rewarding. Like, you guys, it seriously is the best feeling. I know thinking about it can be really overwhelming, but try to take it one area at a time. Don't stress yourself out about it. You don't have to get it all done in one day or 1 week. Take your time and just slowly get through it. That way you don't overwhelm yourself and give up. So I just encourage you, maybe put down one area a week that you would love to declutter, and just put it on your to-do list on a day where you're feeling super motivated and pumped, and tackle it on that day. That's what I've been doing. I'm doing one area a week, and that's why I'm uploading one video right now, because it is a lot of work, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it is hours of cleaning, but it's so worth it. And then once you get everything into place and every item has a home, it's so much easier to keep up with it and to keep your house clean. I must admit that since I've done the huge like toy declutter before Christmas, my house is staying a lot cleaner for a lot longer versus before. We had toy boxes downstairs, and I just constantly felt like I was cleaning up toys, and toys that they didn't really play with. They were just kind of thrown everywhere. So I definitely encourage, do some decluttering. It's going to be so beneficial in the long run, just to help you keep your house tidier for longer.
And reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep. I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kind of feel.
I was really shocked to see how many sprays and lotions that she has. A lot of them didn't have much left in the bottles, and it was kind of comical for me because I do the exact same thing. I will leave the tiniest amount because it's like one of my favorite scents, and I don't want to get rid of it, and I don't want to use up the last little bit. And it is so funny that Aubrey does the exact same thing. So I did hold on to all of her sprays and stuff if they had like a little bit left. And I told her like, hey, you really need to use those up so we can dispose of them, because she loves getting new sprays. But I told her, I was like, look, we're not getting any more new ones until you use those old ones up, because y'all will see. Her drawer was completely full of it. Like, she had so many. And in case you guys are wondering who I'm talking to, no, I'm not talking to myself. I actually have my AirPods in and I am doing like a voice message. So that's why it looked like I was talking to myself, but I do have my AirPods in.
I just miss you. Oh, I miss you.
I am a storage container and bin type of girl. I have so many bins and organizers in my house, and since I've been doing all the decluttering, I've freed up a lot of them, And it's been working out great because I'll free some up in one space, and then when I go to do the next area, I'm finding usage for them in somewhere else. So it works out perfect. I actually had a little one left over from Adrian's room, so I'm using it in Aubrey's room to help organize her hair bows and hair clips and stuff. So I love holding on to my bins and containers because you often can find usage for them. I mean, obviously, if you have tons and tons piling up in your house, it might be time to donate them, but I do suggest hold on to a few because you might find somewhere else that you can use it. This is what I got going on so far. This top drawer is like her little divider things that she had, and then in here I did all of her lotions and sprays, and then in the bottom one I have this little bin for her hair clips and bow ties, her little accessories, headbands, and then in this little thing is her nails, and then down here I just have her books, pencils, markers. We're going to be definitely adding some stuff in here. There's nothing in here, but I'm gonna need her to come home so she can go through her books and see if there's anything she can throw away. I'm also gonna sort through her regular books, see which ones she wants to keep, which ones she wants to donate. Same with her shoes and her clothes. So we will work on that when she gets home, because same with her clothes, like I need to know what doesn't fit her anymore. That way we can downsize, because obviously her clothes are not fitting in here. It is now after school time, so we are tackling her clothes. I have her go through every single item, and as we're going through it, I told her like the stuff that she wants to keep, put it on the ground. That way she can pull everything out of the drawer and she's not like cramming this stuff back in there and, you know, can't see what she's already gone through. So that's what I had her do, and then we just kind of threw everything back into the drawers because I wanted to do like the KonMari method and get it nice and, you know, organized looking. But tonight I didn't want to do that because obviously we had schoolwork, I had to cook dinner, like I just had so much going on that I was like, just put it back in there and I will work on it tomorrow. So don't overwhelm yourself, you guys, like especially us busy moms, like we have so many things that we do every single day that you can't try to do it all because you will mentally drain yourself and it's just not worth it. So give yourself some grace and some time, and that's exactly what I did. Aubrey was like a little upset with me because her room was trashed. Like it looked so bad. She was like, Mom, I can't sleep in here. It's so cluttered. I'm like, just shove it to the side. It's okay. It's just for one night. I promise I'll tackle it the next day. So she was feeling a bit overwhelmed, but we got it done. It is now the next day. This is where we're at. Aubrey went through all of her clothes, so we have tons to donate, as you guys can see. And now I can start organizing her clothes in her closet and her dresser.
You're gone now, or you're coming back. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that. You're the traveling kind. It's a known fact.
One thing I recommend also while you're decluttering and organizing a space and trying to really do like a deep clean is I recommend taking down your curtains and washing them. You guys, I could not believe, you'll see in a little bit, like her room collects so much dust. It's definitely the dustiest room in the house. I'm not sure if it's because of the way like the sun, you know, shines in here, or because of all the electronics, or because her room is so tiny, but whatever it is, her room is so dusty all the time, and her curtains at the top were beyond dusty. Like I could not believe it. I ended up vacuuming them in this video, but I'm going to be washing her curtains very soon because they were so dusty. So if you guys haven't taken down your curtains in a while, here's a friendly reminder to check your curtains give them a good wash. A lot of them can be washed just on a delicate cycle. Obviously you want to check your tag, but every curtain that I've bought I have washed and I haven't had any issues, knock on wood. So definitely recommend it. And then just tumble dry, or you can hang them up back in place and let them air dry. That's the great thing about curtains is, you know, they're up high, they're on a rod, so you can just directly hang them up while they're still wet and they'll air dry and smell really nice. I'm definitely not in love with how her shoes ended up turning out. She has a lot of shoes and not a lot of space in this closet to stack them up. So maybe in the future I'll get a little organizer or something in here, but at least she can see the shoes that she has and the matches are matched up, so it makes it easier for her to find them. Now it's time to head over to her drawers and we're going to pull everything out and get them folded nice and neat, KonMari style. I definitely recommend folding your clothes like this because it saves so much space and it's so easy to find the clothes that you're looking for when you have it folded like this. And then whenever they go to pull them out, it doesn't mess up everything, because you know how it is when you have everything stacked on top of each other and you want the one on the bottom and then you go to pull it up and it knocks everything down. So this is really a great way to organize your clothes, and I'm just trying to teach the kids how to fold this way. They're definitely not perfect at it, but I find that their clothes do stay organized for a while. I do have to come in, fix them up for them every, once in a blue moon, but it just really helps, especially when you have teeny tiny clothes like little newborns and stuff. Like it's hard to dig through their clothes, so definitely recommend the KonMari method.
Feel so lucky, still can't believe you love me. Can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky, still can't believe you love me.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but majority of my daughter's jeans are bell bottoms. And I must admit that I am super excited that bell bottoms are coming back. Those were my jam back in the day when I was in middle school and high school. And it's just so crazy to see that they're coming back. And I'm really excited for it because, don't get me wrong, I love a good high-waisted legging. But for jeans, I am not a fan of the high-waisted jeans. I just feel like when you wear high-waisted jeans and you wear a regular t-shirt, it just makes you look thicker than what you are, unless you're wearing a crop top. And I just don't really wear crop tops that much. So I'm super pumped bell bottoms are coming back, and they're the lower rise, which is right up my alley. But let me know, do you guys like bell bottoms or do you prefer the high-waisted jeans? I just think it's so funny how styles, they just rotate, because high-waisted pants were before my time. It was like what my parents used to wear. And then, whenever I became an adult, now the old style is coming back, and it's just so weird how it just seems to be rotating. I don't know. Aubrey's bedroom is kind of a mix match of themes. She has like a space theme on her bed and on the top of her window, but then she wanted to get this like earthy vines to hang around her bedroom. So I've kind of been thinking, since she wants to go more towards like the earthy vine look, I think we might be getting her a new comforter soon and possibly doing an accent wall in here because she has been asking for one. So I might be doing a room transformation in here in this sometime near future. I also might do an accent wall in the boys' bedroom once Ethan gets out of his crib and I redo their room. I love painting. It's like one of my favorite things to do, but only if it's like one wall. When it becomes like a whole room, it's a little too much and overwhelming.
Sitting up in my lonely bed, wondering what I just said to you. I'm holding back the tide of water.
This drawer, I did her pants, shorts, and skirts. These are all her uniforms. Nice and neat. Now she'll be able to find them much easier. In this drawer, I did her jeans. And then this bottom drawer is just like her random like skirts, shorts, pant, leggings, stuff like that. And the last drawer that I can barely get open are her pajamas. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I had to pull out her bottom drawer completely because it would not close. And whenever I pulled it out, I realized why it wouldn't close. There was so many different items behind that drawer that had fallen, and they were completely covered in dust. It was so disgusting. So everything that came out from behind the dresser drawer had to be thrown into the wash because it was filthy. It felt so good to get her drawers organized, and now all of them can completely close and she has space if she needs to add anything to it. But now I am going over the things that are at the top of her closet. She has a few like extra lights and bulbs and stuff. We're going to be keeping those, but she had like this huge binder that she's had for a while. She ended up not needing it for school, so I was like, yeah, we just need to get rid of it. It's just taking up space. I don't think she'll ever use that big of a binder. I don't know why the school requested it because it's obnoxiously big. So getting rid of the junk she didn't need at the top, and then I'm organizing her Oculus, and I'm going to be putting it inside of that little stand as well. That way it's up off of the floor, because you know how kids are, especially how messy her room got. I did not want it to get stepped on and broken. Fun fact, we actually have two Oculuses. One was mainly my husband's, and the kids were playing with it and they dropped it on the ground and they left it there and someone stepped on it, so it got ruined. So now we're down to one, so I just want to make sure we put it up where the kids are not going to destroy it.
Some game that I will lose, there's no zipping past it. Every time you walk away from me, I want you. How could I want you more? Or when did I lose my perspective? Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you.
Now it's time to tackle this mess right here. She has a few different purses. So what I like to do is just stick them all inside of each other, or if they have like a suitcase, I'll use the suitcase and store all of the extra bags and purses. That way it's nice and organized, they know where it's at, and it's not taking up as much space. So that's what I did with her purses, and now we're gonna go through all of her books. She loves to read. She is definitely my reader. I'm constantly going to Barnes & Noble and ordering books online for her. So I wanted to go through them. She does have some from like, you know, the kids, like random books that were just in her room. So I wanted to go through those and get rid of all the little kitty books and the little girl books. I'm making a pile for donation, and then I'm making a pile of books that Ethan could still utilize, because if you're new here, I do have a 3-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 12-year-old. So I just want to make sure that I have some books that are age appropriate for Ethan still, but a lot of them are little girl books. So I've just been donating those. I'm actually going to be making like a huge trip to the library once I go through the boys' bedroom, because I've had books just kind of accumulating that I want to donate, but I just want to do it in one big trip. So that is on my to-do list very soon once I tackle the boys' bedroom, but it just feels really good downsizing. I love books and I would love to hold on to all of them, but realistically, we just don't need them anymore. Like, you know, maybe when I get older, I could give them to the kids when they start having kids, but that is like way down the road, and it's kind of like my pack rat mentality. So if you guys often have those thoughts and feelings too, but you know it's like 5, 10, 15 years down the road, just part with it, donate it to someone who can use it now, and it'll free up the space. And not only that, it frees up your time, you guys. Like, getting rid of items out of your house frees up your time and your energy, because the more stuff around you, the more overwhelming you can feel because of the clutter, the more time and energy it takes away from you because you're constantly having to either clean it, dust it, organize it, take care of it. So just getting rid of it just frees up so much time and energy and space, and you'll feel so much better. But as y'all can see, it is time to clean underneath the bed. I tried reaching under there, but I just couldn't get to everything. And as I was pulling it out, like, the dust was flying. Like, seriously, I was sneezing, and I'm usually not affected by dust. Like, it takes a lot for me to like feel it in my nose and like start sneezing and coughing from it. But I could feel it in her bedroom. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and move all of the furniture. That way I can vacuum and get the dust out of this bedroom. And of course, her bed had trash underneath here, so I wanted to clean that out. And you guys will see, I was mind blown how much dust I picked up with my vacuum. It was crazy.
If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can't we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this.
In case y'all are new here, that is my pug Yoda. He is such a goofball. He loves the vacuum, mainly because the vacuum has a light on it. Whenever I use it on the hard floors, it shines like a green light. But every time I turn the vacuum on, it doesn't matter what the attachment is. He gets so excited because he thinks it's gonna have a light on it. It's hilarious. He's so funny. So I always know if I turn the vacuum on, he's gonna come running and find me.
Forever. I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, before we got lost and we parted, back to back we would carry on and we'd do anything for what we started. But this time we could break. I'm running dry, everything's the same.
Okay, so I wanted to turn her bed long ways just to see how much room she would have, but y'all, this room is so small. There's like the tiniest walkway, so it really sucks that, you know, it has to go long ways to fit in here. But I don't know. I was just hoping to be able to rearrange her room to make it look a little more open. I was kind of thinking if I slid the desk down this way and put the dresser in front of the window, and put the bed back over there. Maybe it would make it feel a little more open. I might try that and see what it looks like. Y'all, I went over every area in her room multiple times with the vacuum to make sure I got all the dust up, because it was just so insane how dusty it was. But I was pretty upset that I wasn't able to rearrange her room differently, just because, I don't know, there's just something about changing things up that just makes me super excited, and just, I don't know, I just get the best feeling when I change the furniture around. But her bedroom really is way too small. I've been trying to convince her to downsize her bed and get a smaller one, but she said she prefers having a really big bed, even though it takes up all the space in her bedroom. So as long as she's happy, I'm happy. She actually has our old queen bed. Whenever we moved into this house, we bought a king size bed for the first time. So we gave her the queen bed, and she's been obsessed ever since. She loves it, even though she stays sleeping like literally right up against the wall in the tiniest little spot. I'm like, you don't even use the whole bed, but she loves it, so she wants to keep it. But as y'all can see, I am now vacuuming the tops of the curtain because it was disgusting. I was going to pull it down, but it would have been so bright in here that I wouldn't have been able to film. I mean, you can see the sun coming out of the top, and we even have the like shade thing on top to block out some of the sun. So there was no way that I could pull them down right here, but I will be washing her curtains because they were filthy. But it is so crazy whenever you vacuum and move everything around and just get the dust out. It makes the air just feel so much cleaner. Let me know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I can just feel the difference in a space whenever I have wiped everything down, I vacuumed, dusted. It just feels so much cleaner, and that's what it was starting to feel like in here. I just had a couple more places that needed to be dusted, but it felt so good getting all of that dust up.
No, I don't need that much, yeah.
All right, you guys, I am not sure what I think about it. I don't know. I mean, when I look in here, it looks like it's got like more space, but this chair sticking out, I'm not sure. I mean, we definitely have enough room to open up the closet door. It'll swing open. I don't know, maybe I need to leave it for a couple days, see what she thinks about it, but I for sure need to clean this wall. Look how disgusting. I'm not gonna touch those things just because I'm not sure if we're gonna move the desk back or not. I'm gonna see what she thinks, but let's get that wall cleaned and finish this room up. I really need to dust. That was a huge reason why I wanted to rearrange, was because this room is so dusty. I need to dust the fans again, definitely that dresser, this desk. Like, this room collects so much dust, I think because of the electronics and the sun like beating in. Those curtains were covered in dust. That's why I vacuumed them. I mean, look at this vacuum. It was almost empty when I started vacuuming, like so much dust. It is now time to dust everything off really well. I'm going to be using just some regular old Pledge today. I typically have my Method wood cleaner, but I actually ran out and I have not made a trip to the store to get some more. So just using some Pledge that we had. And whenever Aubrey came home, you know, I got her opinion on what she thought about her desk being over there. And she kind of felt the same way. She's like, I don't know, like I like it, but I'm not sure about it. So we still have it the way that I rearranged it to, but we're still kind of sitting on it. I think it's definitely growing on Aubrey. I feel like the room does look more open, so I kind of prefer it that way, but we'll see. We'll see what she ends up wanting to do. But for now, it is still like this. here in just a little bit, I'm going to be sharing a delicious side dish, or like a party side you can bring if you're going somewhere and you want to bring something. This is seriously the best dip ever. It is healthy and so delicious, you guys. It's refreshing. So I'm really excited to share it with y'all. I'm not even sure like what it's called, but over the summer we went to visit my parents and we had my son's birthday party over there, and one of my husband's friends brought this side dish. And instantly when we tried it, we were like, oh my gosh, we have to have the recipe. Like, it's so good. And we have been thinking about it ever since summertime. And I kept bugging my husband. I'm like, you need to ask them, what's the recipe? What's the recipe? So we finally got the recipe from them, and I make it for the first time. And oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. It's just refreshing. Like, it's the perfect summer dip. I mean, even though it's not summer, it's good anytime, but it brings like those summer vibes, those spring vibes. It's so refreshing. So make sure you guys stay until the end so you can see that delicious recipe. I'm super excited to share it with y'all. So I'm making sure to do a very thorough cleaning of her desk. This is definitely where a lot of the dust was hiding. It was literally everywhere, like on every inch of her desk. She's been doing a really good job at keeping her computer dust free, because my husband like showed her how to take care of it and use like the can air to like clean the keyboard and all of that. So she's been really good at doing that, but everything else in her bedroom was so dusty. I mean, look at this fan. It's so bad. And y'all, I dusted her fan not even 3 weeks ago. I mean, it's seriously that bad. Like, you would think that I haven't cleaned in here in ages, but it just gets so dusty. I don't understand why her bedroom just seems to be the area that all the dust gravitates to. And now it's time to tackle that spot on the wall. You guys know I love this wall cleaner. My walls are flat paint, so you have to be very careful what you use on them. So if you guys also struggle because you have flat paint in your home, this is a godsend, you guys. It works so good. It doesn't take the paint off of your walls. If you have like, you know, dirty marks from handprints, footprints, all of that stuff, this will take it right off. Now, I must say, if you have like hard scuff marks, like from rubber or something, like brushing hard against your wall, this isn't going to take it off, because you have to like really scrub hard to get those off. But just fingerprints and dirt marks, food marks, that will come off with this product. Like, I definitely recommend, especially if you have flat paint, regular paint, it works great. I did order it off of Amazon, so I'll make sure I link it for you guys, but I cannot rave about it enough. But her bedroom is finally done. I pulled off her sheets. We're gonna be going and throwing those in the washing machine. I went ahead and sprayed everything down with some Lysol because it is winter and sickness season, so might as well go in with the Lysol and make sure I sanitize while I'm deep cleaning as well. And then of course I'm doing another vacuum because there was just so much dust, and after, you know, dusting everything in the fan, I just wanted to make sure I got every little piece of dust up and out of this bedroom. So once I finish vacuuming, we're gonna tackle the laundry, and then I'm gonna show you guys that delicious recipe.
And I think to myself, and I'm thinking out loud, we won't need nothing else for the rest of our time. And I know it so well, I will always be by your side.
Oh my goodness, you guys, look at the mess. I have outside the haul. Whew, I'm exhausted, but I have a book of donations, hangers. I'm gonna go through them, pull out all the white and blue ones for the boys, and then we're also gonna be getting rid of the rest of the hangers that we don't need. I'm gonna be buying big hangers. Like I said, I need to go to the store today to do that, but I'm gonna throw her blankets in the wash, make sure those are nice and dust free. I have 3 bags of clothes that are for donations, and then I have 3 bags of trash. So crazy. So now I gotta go get those in the wash and clean this up.
Make 'em better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. I feel so free. I'm a sweet baby.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to?
And I am happy to say that I started her comforter early enough in the day where I was able to wash it, dry it, and put it back on her bed before it got too late. But now I'm going to share this delicious recipe with you guys. All you need is 1 cucumber, 2 tomatoes. I'm going to be using this raspberry vinaigrette, but you can use any brand. I just really like that one. 1 can of black beans, 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can of white beans, and 1 can of shoe peg corn. So all you're gonna do is cut everything up and then put it inside of a glass dish or container that you have, and you're gonna let it marinate for at least 1 hour in your refrigerator. The longer you leave it, the more like intensified the flavors get, but that is it. Like, it's seriously so simple and so delicious. I cannot tell you guys, you just have to try it. Whenever I was cutting my tomatoes though, the only thing that I did was try to take out like the slimy parts of the tomatoes, just because I didn't want the stuff to be like too runny and liquidy. So that's just kind of a personal preference. You don't have to do that, but that's what I did to my tomatoes. And as for the raspberry vinaigrette, I used about 3/4 of my bottle. So of course you can add the entire thing if you want it a little more juicy, but I used about 3/4 just for reference. Don't sleep on this recipe, you guys. It's seriously so good and so refreshing. The perfect little dip, and we just use some regular old tortillas and dip it in there, and so good. But now it is time to put the clean sheets back on Aubrey's bed, and I was able to get this onto her bed and finished up before I picked her up from school. So I was really excited to show her her bedroom and all the hard work that I did. She was so appreciative, and it's just been the best feeling. Like, after you get it organized and stuff, the kids are so excited. They're so thrilled. And they have been doing an amazing job at keeping it clean. Whenever everything has a space and a home, it's just easy for kids as well to keep it clean and to keep things organized. And I feel like it's the perfect revamp in their room to just help them stay motivated to keep it clean. So I definitely recommend tackle your kids' bedrooms. I know sometimes they can be super overwhelming and really messy, and you know, you don't want to do it, but I promise you, by taking the time and doing it, it'll help them keep it clean, and that way you don't have to keep going in there and cleaning it for them. So I definitely recommend giving every area a good declutter. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And make sure you are subscribed, because I have more decluttering videos coming your way, and of course cleaning content, and I would love to have you here. But I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!